Hey everybody. Welcome to the stream. Real Detective plays detective game back again. Another night. 2 nights in a row. I'm not even that tired, so it looks like we're going to be able to do this nighttime stream thing, which would be cool. What's up, Aruka? And this is actually how Sherlock... I was reading a Sherlock Holmes book earlier, and this is how he wears his Sherlock hat. Apparently he wears it like this, his deerstalker hat. So we're going to wear it like that, because that'll help us to solve... We were having trouble the other day. Hey, Giant Beard. Hey, Paranoid. Stabby. Bleep bloop. Going to London. Hey, Wobble Penguin. Interesting problem. Not my problem. Infinity. Hello. Eat it up. Heat Legend. Heat Legend. Tabasco. Burfy. Thank you for taking a shiz in the trash. Everybody, if you're watching this stream, don't forget to... take a shiz in it. Thank you. My head in a wastebasket, maybe. Shoot. A lot of chat here. Hey, Lucifer. Streaming streak 2 days in a row. Hey, Neacan. Trash streamers combined. What happened? Viewers? Okay, viewers. Okay, yeah. Thanks for coming to the stream, all of you people that are trash. It's a well-known fact that only garbage people watch streams at night. Whoops. What's this? Ooh, that's for later. Let's start the game. Hi, I'm Retrograde Tom. Welcome to the channel. I stream video game. How you doing, Neacan? Take a shiz on the trash. Barfy is a constant supporter of my catchphrases on this channel, and I really appreciate that. It's too bad nobody else steps up to the plate in that regard. But that's Barfy. That's Barfy for you. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He supports catchphrases. My PG-rated catchphrase. You want to take it back? You want to change it? You want to change your catchphrase? I'll change it. I'll change it back. Don't screw with me. Oh yeah, because it's nighttime. We don't have to censor it anymore. Take a shit in it. I like it better. Take a shit in it. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right, Tabasco. You're right, Tabasco. Take a shit and it's better. So we might beat this tonight. It depends on how the puzzles go. I was thinking about this game, and I think this is actually the worst Sherlock Holmes game. Even though it has the components to be the best, it's actually the worst. I think you guys would agree with me, wouldn't you? Hey, Jinkinator. Yeah, put those kids to bed. Right, the garbage people ferment at night, and then ferment during the day, then they come out at night. So we have to pick another thing for a clue, because we gotta do dress up, and through the power of detectivism, I know that the neat one is gotta be... This feels right, it is. Okay. Alright, so now we do this to see if we have all the right pieces.
Bravo, Watson.
You were there for the Mama's Family thing, that's true. Tabasco is the Mama's Family supporter. Barfy is the catchphrase supporter. Yeah, you're trash cans, not trash cans. Whoopie Doodle. Ooh, maybe I should have a catchphrase called Whoopie Doodle. Age of the Murderer. Okay, so we have to read this crap. Hey, Snorlax. Good evening, everybody. Good to see all you guys coming out late at night for the stream. It's good to see you guys. Okay. So let's see. We're looking for... What are we looking for? We're looking for age, height, and clothing. Oh, I'm at... Okay. Age, height, and clothing. Okay, so... Abraham Solomonovich, he says over here... Right, Jinkinator, that's it. The fetch quest shit's out of control, and it's like... It's, I don't know, there's just something about it's a little less interesting than the other games, even though it's maybe the most... what am I trying to say? It's like a decent overall story, but it's somehow less interesting than the previous 2 stories, even though this is like a more realistic story, and the previous 2 were more outlandish. Okay. And it's less interesting than the second game, which was a better crime-solving game. You like Tom Tips and current events. Who doesn't? Hey, it's my friend Joseph... And he says it, age, height... 5'7". 5'7". 30 years old, 5'7". Boom. 30 years old, 5'7".
There is an error, Watson. Let's reread Abraham's testimony.
No. Shut up. What do you mean? At 5'7", you jackass. I wasn't done yet, you jackass. Sherlock, why you gotta be such a dickhole? What do you mean? Just
There is an error, Watson. Let's reread Abraham's testimony.
Why are you such a dickhead, Holmes? Well, 5-7's not right? Whoopie doodle with a picture of Whoopi. That'd be good. Sherlock doesn't choke out Watson. You know, he only does that behind closed doors. I do call money buckaroonies. So what did I do? It's wrong? He only saw her from behind. But he literally says this, 5'7", 30 years old, 5'7". So I don't know why Sherlock is telling me it's wrong. I'm still putting in clues, you bitch. Sherlock's a bitch. What's going on in current events? I haven't gotten any of the latest current news. Current futures are down. That's true. Take your shit together? That's... I think I would say, Lucifer, work on that a little bit more and come back to me. Come back to me with some new copy. If you guys are new to the stream, in my real job, I'm actually a detective. And so I like to play these detective games and see how my real-life knowledge applies to these virtual games. My green stream's messing up. Oh yeah, I gotta turn this light on. Pop. Thanks, Sweaty Pits. Hold your fire. 3 months of subs. Thank you. 5'7" is 57 inches. Oh, so, okay. No, but then why does it say 5'11"? Not 511 inches. Hold your fire.
Is an error, Watson. Let's
you wasted your
Abraham's
sub
testimony.
message, and you can't take it back. You're gonna have to sub again with a different account to get a new sub message. Thank you for the sub, though, and I hope you sub again. I hope you will sub again. Watson will murder Holmes. Watson doesn't have the guts. You know how many times Watson has been standing behind Sherlock and had his hand on his gun and pointed it at the back of his head and wanted to pull the trigger, but he couldn't. He couldn't do it. And other times he would practice pulling the trigger but he didn't put any bullets in it. He just couldn't do it because he loves him. It's a bad relationship, these two. Alright, now we gotta look for the clothes. Wait. Jessica Floor, thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. How's it going? Earth Machine, thank you for the host. Thank you, Jess, for the sub. Thank you very much. Very abuse relationship. Hold on, let me read this whole paragraph. He couldn't remember anything except that the man was 3 inches taller than the woman, who was 5 feet tall, no more. Oh. But he says 5'7".
Indeed, Watson, that's the right size for
Fuck
Abraham's
you.
mannequin. The account given by Mr. Solomonovich's friend is incorrect in at least one point. The first Joseph said that the man was at least 5'7"
You gotta
inches
sleep.
tall.
Okay, bye,
The
Jess.
second Joseph
Thank you for your
said he
sub.
was 3 inches
See you
taller
later.
than the victim, whom we know was 5 feet tall, which would suggest a height of 5'3" inches. Don't forget that it was this second Joseph who attracted his friend's attention towards the couple on the other side of the road. We can assume he got a very good look at them.
I wanted to be a conductor when I was little, but it turns out you gotta do more than this to just be a conductor. I love this music. Okay, we got that one. Well, now get the dang clothes. It was 5'3". You gotta read all this. You can't just like look at a random paragraph and then get it right. The man's stomach. He said that he remembered that she was small, wearing a black jacket and a black bonnet. After his testimony, the police took him to see the clothing of the deceased, and Joseph said they looked identical to the woman he'd seen. Huh. What do you know? He wore a loose dark jacket, a gray cap, and a red scarf. A loose dark jacket, a gray cap, and a loose dark jacket, a gray cap, and a red scarf. A loose dark jacket, a gray cap. I don't have a red scarf. Wait, and that. Wait, also gotta put on the hair. Also gotta put the wig on. What's there to it? Hold your fire. What are you saying? Gotta put. Oh wait, blonde wig. Oh, I get hair color too. Bah! I keep looking in here. That is all there. Oh, you mean to being a conductor? Blonde or brown? Blonde or brown? Blonde or brown? Light complexion and a fair mustache. A fair mustache? Does that mean blonde? Fair. I would say fair means blonde. I must have to use this one. Take this one out. I mean, I don't think it matters. I can organize my wigs. Oh, I like this. Let's get our wigs organized. Makes you feel good to organize your wigs, right? You could do a little, your own little thing here. Hold on. Blonde wig here, little cap on top of it. Look, we got a little man here. Let's make another little man over here. There we go. Hey, look, you can put this cap anywhere. Oh, no. Whoops. Okay. Next guy. Fair is blonde, right? Hey, Gorhoff. If I keep description on screen while doing this. Yeah, I know. I agree with that. I know. Let's attack this game viciously. Okay, so we're looking for age and we're looking for height. He was wearing a short black outfit, a small felt hat, like a cap, in a dark color, and a white collar. A black outfit, a cap in a dark color. Okay. Well, wait, that could be this or the other one. A cap in a dark color? What the hell? Oh, cap. Okay, that's probably cap then. Get on your dang dumb head. Why are we doing this? This is dumb. Why do we have to dress them up? We have it written down. What good does dressing up do? I've lost my mind. I've got it. It's still in there. A fun, funky, sassy look for a night out in the town. Barely 30 years old, 28 or even less, 26, and 5'8". And he had a dark brown mustache. Shove that on there. Okay, let's go to 26. What do you say? 5'8"? What do you say again? 5'8". 30 or less. 5'8". Why isn't he saying anything about this? 5'8". 26. Okay. Oh god, and the puzzles in this one are not that great either. Some of them were okay, but those were like the more traditional ones. Okay, this says 40 years old, a little taller than the woman he was discussing, about 5 feet 3 inches, so taller than... 5 feet 4, 5 feet 3.
As for young PC Smith's account, he must have been mistaken about this person's real height. It is only an inch or two after all, and we can attribute the same height as the other two.
Oh, okay, so this is 5'3" also? 5'4"? I mean, this is 5'3". 5'2". Let's keep going down. The other one he says when he stops when you're right. Let's see how tall we can go. 6'11". It's a gorilla, giant man. Gorilla man. I thought he said 5'8". And then he was, what, 30? Elong. Oh, 40. My name's Elong, and I'm old. And put on your little... A deerstalker hat, a dark coat. God damn it, they're all dark coats. They're all freaking dark coats. Maybe this is the dark coat. That's a dark coat. And what was the color? Mustache on this guy? Dark hair and mustache.
Perfect, Watson.
I did it? I did it?
Let's try to recreate the profile of the men seen by our 3 witnesses.
What's perfect? Are we done? Oh, this one's correct. Okay, these are wrong because we're not done here. So we got this one. Yes! Oh man, I'm so good. Maybe we switch these coats.
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
Ugh!
As for young PC Smith's account, he must have been mistaken about this person's real height. It is only an inch or two after all, and we can attribute the same height as the other two.
This is too tight on my head. I need to wear it like a real detective, like the dress code at my real job. What the hell did he say? 28, 30, 57. Dutfield's yard. Let's look at the whole thing. Let's skim it. He had a dark brown hair and a mustache, and he was barely 30. He was 28 or less 20, and 5'8" tall at the most. And was maybe 26. I mean, this is the right stuff. I just gotta find the right... He was 10 years old. Anyway, how you guys doing? What? Am I enjoying
As for young PCs,
am I enjoying nighttime streaming? It's a little harder, honestly. I mean, I just enjoy streaming at any time, but I'm more awake during the day and afternoon, as opposed to being busy throughout the whole day and then streaming when I'm tired. But I don't know, it's something new. Hey, Sweebriel, you're watching at work. Great, that's great. I hope you get fired. I hope you get fired. Thank you for watching, but I hope you get fired because you shouldn't be watching at work. But thank you for watching. All right, let's look at this because I can't get this. I must have to look deeper into this text. We're never gonna beat this if I keep screwing around. I need to eat a chopped cheese with onions? What is that? Is that a steak? Oh, I would love to do that. For dinner, I had sushi. My wife bought it for me. He was wearing a short black outfit, so it's not about the clothes. The clothes are right. He seemed to be respectable. I saw him from behind. I would say he was barely 30 or even less. May say 28 or even less, 26, and 5'8" at the very most. He had a small dark brown mustache and an olive complexion, but I only caught a brief face in about 3/4 profile. 5'8". Brown.
As for young PC Smith's account, he must have been mistaken about this person's real height.
Wait, do you just want me to put at 5'3"?
Bravo, Watson. Our mannequins have been recreated based on the correct accounts. Now, Watson, let's see in what ways these statements differ and how the witnesses could have been mistaken.
Sushi, baby.
Let's look at these
It was
wigs
pretty good.
and moustaches.
Whole Foods.
Let's start by taking the first Joseph's testimony, who saw the man head-on in a well-lit spot and in which he noted fair hair. Now,
Sherlock said, hey, ignore what the witness said and just say it's 5'3".
Of the other two witnesses in the darkness of night with poor artificial lighting from above.
Amberzine, if you didn't watch at work,
Watson.
you would never get to watch. Well, Amberzine, you're a long-time viewer of this channel, maybe since close to the beginning, but I hope you get fired if you watch at work. I have to be equal on this. I have to be even. I can't hope that one person gets fired and another person doesn't get fired. You're watching your stream? That's funny. You were watching at work and then you got fired. Well, good. You deserve it. You were also stealing from the register, but it was like another thing. You know, that was what they talked about in your firing meeting. Hey, Barley. How are you? All right, what the hell do we do? We did
Put
this.
out the light, Watson.
Put out the light, Watson. Watson, put out the damn light. Yes, why don't you go, Holmes? Okay, I'll do it. I'm your servant.
Thus, poor lighting and a backlit
This is
subject
dumb.
can
Why are
affect
we
our
doing
perception
this?
of shades and colours. The wigs from Abraham's mannequin took on the same colour as the other two. The three testimonies, therefore, don't contradict one another, and we can apply the same facial hair to all three mannequins.
This seems
Turn on
really
the light,
stupid. Barley, if you're new to the channel, I'm a real detective in the real world, and sometimes I play detective games to see how my real-life knowledge applies to the virtual world. Okay, now put it out again. Okay, now turn it on again.
Okay, Watson, let's give all of our mannequins the same hair.
Right, he's saying that because of darkness, someone might have been confused about the blondness. Now, Watson, change the hair on that mannequin. Okay, I did it. You disbanded your company so you could watch the stream. Well, that I like. Whole Foods has good supermarket sushi.
Okay, Watson, let's give all of our mannequins the same hair.
I did. I literally did. Wait, you want to give them all blonde hair? Is that what he said? Give them all blonde hair? Oh, okay.
Yes, I have, Holmes.
Yes, I have,
Well done,
Holmes.
Watson.
It says weird
With regards
stuff.
to the murderer's hair,
They
the
didn't
three witnesses should
translate it
agree
right.
on Abraham's testimony. As Joseph is the only one who saw our man in full light, his hair must therefore be fair. You see, Watson, it is hard to draw objective conclusions when one is an eyewitness to an event. This leads us to reconsider the various statements regarding the supposed age of the man. Even if you are face to face with someone in full light and for a period of several hours, to what extent can you determine their exact age? And even more so if you observe them for only a few seconds and or from behind. We must allow some flexibility when considering
Holmes,
our
don't
witnesses'
patronize
statements,
me.
but always scientific flexibility.
Scientific flexibility. You mean making stuff up. Guys, I fully realize that I don't always pay attention to everything that's happening in the game, and because of that, I often say things that are incorrect and make many mistakes. Just so you guys know. Yeah. My wife didn't eat sushi when she was pregnant with my daughter. But my daughter already likes anime. Her first word was date bayo. Whole Foods sushi's good. It's good, Nia-can. No, Wegman sushi, I don't agree with. Whole Foods is the only supermarket sushi I'll eat. What's this? What is this? Tolerance of years indicated by Sherlock Holmes? Well, it says, oh. Why do I have to do this? Oh, 3 to 5 years. Okay, I can think.
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
Oh, I can do the math. Okay, 16 to 36, baby. Okay, 1 from 10 to 10. Now we do 8. Oh, this is a dumb thing to make you do, because it's this is like, okay. I guess it's sort of so it's all displayed out for you, but it's just whatever. Everything in this game is whatever at this point.
Perfect, Watson.
We're just trying to finish it for the lore. He's making Watson like... The whole point is that this game makes you feel like a Watson. That's the biggest advantage of this game. It makes you feel like a dumb, stupid Watson. That's how I feel right now.
Excellent.
Not
Now,
used to
on
it.
to the next step.
Yes, I have, Holmes.
Now that we have fully
It is your
considered
fault,
the witness
Nia-can.
accounts,
Thank you.
let's see to what extent they agree. If we apply the range of error for each of our dummies, we can deduce the age
Hey,
of our
Tropical
murderer as
Jungle.
precisely as possible.
No. Determine the age of the murderer thanks to the age range and apply it to mannequins. Okay, now this is where it's an actual puzzle. Yeah, this game is just Watson doing busy work. Alright, so we got 25 to 35, 26 to 34, 27 to 33, which means it could be anywhere from 25 to 35, so it's probably 30. Determine the age range of the murderer thanks to the age range, and apply it to mannequins. We can get from anywhere from 16 to 50. So we take the average age from 16 to 50. There's 34 in between there. You add 17 to 16, you get 33. 33. 33. 33.
Perfect, Watson.
Oh, he's a
Within
genius!
margin of 1
You guys
year,
didn't know I
Watson,
was a math
the age
genius,
of our
did you?
murderer is 33
You
years.
garbage
But
viewers.
the man described by Smith
Love you guys.
was dressed respectably, whereas the other two were poorly dressed.
Indeed, but Whitechapel's respectively
Love you guys.
could quite easily describe the
love
Sunday
garbage.
bests that all lower-class men own. Now, let's place ourselves in the shoes of Liz
You're
Stride's
acting
killer.
like a Watson.
He has just slain his victim and sees Louis Diemschutz discover her body. Our killer is at great risk if he stays in the area. He therefore gets away from the spot. But he wants to kill again. However, he might have been spotted in the area before having committed the murder by a constable on his round, perhaps, who managed to get his description. What do you think the killer will do?
Huh? I really should start listening to Sherlock. I've never done conveyor belt sushi. I lied. I did it once and it was way overpriced. Hey Dave, Natural Dave, thanks for the host. Heat Legend, I'm glad everything's working out for you. What will Jack the... Hey Heat Legend, why don't you stream anymore? You're too busy? Heat Legend started streaming. He was streaming old PC stuff and then he stopped. And that's too bad because not enough people stream old PC stuff. What will the Jack the Ripper do after committing the first murder in Dutfield's yard and before committing the second in Mitra Square? The thing is, I can understand though, because streaming is like kind of... It's kind of a rough thing. It's rough and tumble out here. Streaming. Rough and tumble. How you doing, Dave? Dave got a free copy of Yakuza 6 because the demo was actually the full game and Dave got it, guys. So everybody congratulate Dave. What will he do after committing the first murder in Deathfield's Yard and before committing the second at Mike Square? Throw his clothing in a sewer or trash bin? And change and go look for another...
Watson.
Oh, sorry. No, Watson, you're an idiot.
No, that's not it.
Ah, poopies. And commit the second murder in his place.
No, that's not it.
And look for another victim.
Throw his clothes in a sewer or a trash bin and head off to find another victim.
It's hard to believe, Watson. Someone from a lower
Someone's
social
messaging me
class
on
would
Steam?
throw away his clothing like that.
How's that possible? Am I even using Steam? I did it. These two.
Throw his clothes in a sewer or
Wait,
a
we just
trash
said it
bin
was yes.
and head off to find another victim.
Congrats,
It's
Dave.
hard to believe, Watson. Someone...
Oh, someone wouldn't throw his clothes out like that? Okay, buy a disguise.
No, Watson.
Oh. Enter the pub and...
No, that's not it.
Find an accomplice to...
No, Watson.
For the end.
No.
Buy a disguise
No,
and...
Watson. No, Watson.
While in the premises and...
No.
Return home to a safe
No,
location
Watson.
and enter a pub end.
No.
Dang it. Nothing. It is not he who commits the second murder. No. No. Commit the second murder in his place. No. What would it be? Find a compass to commit the second murder in his place? No. That's not it. There's no way that's it, right?
That's not it.
Let's try it.
No.
Stop it. Shut up, Sherlock. I'm trying things.
No.
I'll kill you. I'll shoot you, Sherlock. He's got his hand on his gun, but he knows he's not going to do it. He doesn't even load the gun anymore. He doesn't have the guts to shoot anything. He accidentally shot a fly once, and he nearly committed. Harry Carey. He nearly committed Harry Carey. Someone's messaging me on Steam, but I can't see the overlay. It's probably Dave. Okay. Change and go look for another victim. Return home to a safe location and change and look
Go
for another
back
victim.
home or to a safe
Bum, 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 bum,
location,
bum.
change his clothes and leave again
Hey,
in
it's me,
search of
your
another
brother.
victim.
How you doing, Strahd?
It's the only possible explanation, Watson.
Buzzwiz.
The man returned to the safety of his lodgings and then decided to go out again with new clothes and repeat his sinister nocturnal work. That's how the discrepancies between the witnesses with regards to
Hi,
clothing
I'm a
can be
Watson.
explained.
What a cold-blooded animal.
And what determination! Powerful motives are pushing this man. Thus, we can conclude that the respectable man with the package may very well have been seen by the two Josephs.
Even if it is just a mannequin, it's giving me goosebumps. But have we really made any progress, Holmes? I mean, there must be thousands of men in Whitechapel who match this description, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Watson. We have worked on who, now let's work on where. We need a
Playing
map
the
of
piano.
Whitechapel, and please also find me a pencil, 2 compasses, one of which can draw ellipses.
Jesus Christ, at this point, I'm just not even phased by the fetching. Alright, now I need to go get a pencil. Sherlock just makes Watson fetch stuff. I mean, he's supposed to be writing his biography, and he's become a fetcher. One of those... He's become a servant. And he's not... Look, he's an author. Watson is an author and respected veteran. And Sherlock makes him go fetch pencil. Fetch a pencil. Dave, are you streaming anymore today? Yakuza 6? I'll open that up. What's in there? A little pencil? Where? The street. Where? What's happening on the street?
It's not this.
What'd you get? What'd you do? Oh, Meg! Thank you for subbing for 11 months. Oh my god, we're coming up on 1 year. Well, it's weird because subs go at the beginning of the month. So when people are doing 1 year subs, it'll actually be only at my 11-month anniversary. 1 year of being partner. 1 year of partner will be at the beginning of April. So everybody's going to be like, 1 year, 1 year. And I'm going to have to constantly say, it's not 1 year, you trash. God, that's going to be hard for me. I'm dreading that. That's going to be so hard for me. God, I feel like such a Watson. Dave lies when he says he's going to stream later. Well, sometimes. Because something comes up, and sometimes things come up in life. And you simply cannot stream. Now, Dave has a lot of internet problems, Snorlax. We have to consider that. Thank you, Meg. Ooh, oh wait, it was all of a pile of everything was just all together. Oh, that was an easy fetch quest. It's not death. Congrats on 1 year streaming. It's happening already. Strahd, what did I just say?
We'll need a map, Watson.
Oh, I need a map. That's the first task in every Frogwares Sherlock game. Find a map. Now we gotta do it again. Where the hell is it? On the wall? That's my little time board. Is this a map? I know, poor me. It's gonna be awful for me. I have a map! Sorry for yelling, but we have a map. We have a map. It's right here. I have the map. Is it in my inventory? Pencil and 2 compasses. I gotta say, it's not a year, you trash. Thorntail Hollow, good times. Back when Tom was a console gamer. Been thinking about
First of all, let's place our 4 murders on this map.
Yes,
as
this
well
is
as the
fun.
spot where the graffito appeared and the piece of apron was dropped.
I've been thinking about playing some console stuff again, but I really like playing PC stuff because I don't see PC stuff on Twitch much. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I gotta do all this. Oh my god, this is gonna be bad. Alright, who was murdered on Gulston Street? Conclusions. I don't know who was killed where? What is this garbage? Bucks Row. Polly Nichols was at Bucks Row. Annie on Hanbury, Liz on Dutt, Catherine on Mitre. Catherine on Mitre. Wait, where's Mitre? Was Mitre Gulston? I think Mitre was Gulston. And Liz on Dutt and Annie on Hanbury. That's right. Liz and Dutt, Annie on Hanbury. Oh, where'd Mitre come from? Catherine. Oh, wait, Catherine's on Mitre. You're insane. Oh god, Gulston. Gulston is Mitre. Okay, now what? Oh, Graffito? Oh, Graffito was... Oh, there's Mitre. Oh, I mixed it up. Catherine.
Perfect, Watson.
Perfect!
Let's connect each crime
I
scene
impressed
to the one
Sherlock.
out of the others that is the furthest.
Whew. Whew. I should play PUBG. You do that, Nia. Can I saw you doing that. I just really don't want to. I would play the old Call of Duties. I would play... By the way, if the frame rate's bad, it's because it's the game. It has nothing to do with my capabilities as a streamer. The game is really weird. I would play the old, like, Medal of Honors on PS1. Or, like, the old Call of Duties. I wouldn't play the new ones. Well, I mean, I would, but... I'm more interested in the older ones. I have the 2 Medal of Honors on PS1, or at least one of them. And I remember liking that game. What did Sherlock just say to do? Shit. What did he just say to do? Oh, what? No, get rid of that pencil. Erase, erase, erase. Reset, but don't reset all the placement of stuff. Okay, thank you. Alright, now we gotta draw this. We gotta draw pencils and stuff. It's gonna be a duck. Is that what he wanted me to do? What did he say? What did he say to do? Aw, crap. Am I having fun? Yes, I am. An old shooter. Yeah, but shooters are kind of boring for me. The reason I like these old adventure games is there's always something to talk about. And, I find them to be the most interesting, the most fun to stream. What did he say to do? Does anybody remember? What if I leave and go back in? Dang, he's not saying it again. Will it be in here? Ah, crap. Guys, you ruined the stream, guys. Medal of Honor games? Yeah, PS1. Yeah, I have at least one of them. I think there's 2. Those might be cool, but ultimately it's just like the commentary is like, I shot another guy. There, shot another guy. There, hold on. I shot another guy. Oh, I finished the level. Oh, there, I shot a guy. Whoop, I shot another guy. There we go. I shot another guy. Oh, I finished the level. Poo-poo. What did he say to do? He said draw Star David. Am I just supposed to draw? Okay, do I have to, like, find, Let's connect everything. And the X.
You see, Watson,
What?
the murders aren't grouped together, but seem to be spread out like cardinal points around a central zone. The killer obviously
does it
wanted
again.
to avoid returning to the previous scenes of his crimes, assuming that they would be more closely watched, or
He missed
that
the guy.
he
Shoot him
could be
again.
recognized.
So the killer lives at the center of this cross.
That's a horrible
In the
deduction.
vicinity, most certainly.
Yeah.
But how near? We cannot afford to get it wrong. If you concentrate, Watson, you will notice that the murders
That actually
are
could be
roughly
completely wrong.
equidistant from the intersection point of the diagonals. Let's focus
I don't
on
understand
the night
those
of the
words,
double
Sherlock.
murder. Remember, Watson, it took us 20 minutes to get from Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square. Let's draw a line from one to the other.
We don't have to listen to the dialogue because we have the power of Puzz Force. I am the Puzzwiz, the real Puzzwiz. Wait, what did Sherlock say? Oh. Butts. Okay. What do you say? Help! Draw a line from Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square. You got it. Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square.
Perfect.
Puzz
We didn't
Force
make
again.
the trip as the crow flies, but that would
Right,
not harm
Ross?
our estimate. Let's suppose the killer left Dutfield's Yard at 1 a.m.
Clue crew,
and
baby.
arrived in Mitre Square at 1:35 a.m. when he was seen by the two Josephs. If he took 5 minutes to change his clothes, that leaves a range of 10
Hey,
minutes
Wits End.
to determine where this man's lodgings are. We must determine the area in which one can go from Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square in less than half an hour. To do this, let's draw an ellipsis. The length between Dutfield's Yard and Mitre Square corresponds to 20 minutes. By adding half, we get a distance of 30 minutes. By taking the two right segments, each starting from the two murder scenes, and which the sum of the lengths makes 30 minutes, we get our ellipses.
Huh? What'd you say? This. You gotta rely on the power of the Puzz Force, guys. That was very confusing. That was very confusing. Okay? I think... What if I just do this a lot? Power of the Puzz, power of the Puzz, power of the Puzz Force, Puzz Force, Puzz Force, Puzz rules. Puzz rules, puzzles rule. I am the Puzzwiz, Puzz whiz. Oh, hold on. What did he say? Did he say to do it here? In the middle of this? Or... What did he just say to do? That little... bitch. Sherlock, that little bitch. I gotta watch the VOD. There we go. Let's draw an ellipsis, the length between Dutfield's Yard and Mitre Square. By adding half, we get a distance of 30 minutes. By taking the two right segments and starting from the two murder scenes, in which the sum of the lengths makes 30 minutes, we get our ellipsis. The length between is 20 minutes. By adding half, we get a distance of 30 minutes. 20 plus 10 is 30. By taking the two right segments, each starting from the two murder scenes, in which the sum of the lengths makes 30 minutes, we get our ellipsis. The two by right angles, the sum of half, get our ellipsis. The two right angles, the power of the Puzz. Back to 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 the power of the Puzz. Puzz, 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 Puzz. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it in there. Get it in there. Get that ellipsis. Get the right ellipsis. Do some longer ones, bigger ones. 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Halfway. Plus 10. Ellipsis. Reset. Halfway. Plus 10. Ellipsis. Let's look at it again. Ellipses. Yeah, slow down, college boy. Draw a line from one place took 20 minutes to get to. But he wants us to draw an ellipsis, right? Let's draw, and we must determine the area in which one can go from Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square in less than half an hour. We must determine that area. We must determine the area in which one can go from Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square in less than half an hour. Dutfield's Yard and Mitre Square corresponds to 20 minutes. By adding half, we get a distance of 30 minutes. By taking the two right segments, each starting from the two murder scenes in which the sum of the lengths makes 30 minutes, we get our ellipsis. Right! Can I use this instead? This, add half, and then this. 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 Dutfield's Yard. Oh, wait, I gotta go back this way. This. 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 Am I even on the right track? Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square. It's hot. It's getting hot in here. We have to turn on the fan. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Sorry, I know you could hear that. Sorry. Dutfield's Yard to Mitre Square in less than half an hour. By adding half, we get 30 minutes. By taking two right segments, each starting from the two murder scenes. But how do I get what I want? You want me to do this? I really am not sure. It's too early in the morning for this. This. Can we trick it? Let's just make a bunch of circles around here. This area. Start in the middle and make them fatter. I mean, I did do that. A little fatter.
There we are, Watson. Our killer lives
Stabby,
in
save
this
the stream.
area.
It's still rather a vast
I think I tried
area,
that,
Holmes.
but it had to be a little bit longer.
And our goal is to reduce this area as much as we can. We must consider the fact that the murder at Mitre Square was committed under a certain amount of pressure, given that the killer knew he was wanted for the acts he committed not long before. We can assume that he had to do it in a safe zone, that is, an area not far from where he lives. This is especially true of an act such as the graffiti he carried out after 2 murders. Let's trace a circle around this point, with the distance separating it from Mitre Square as the radius. This will enable us to determine our killer's safe zone.
Like, I need to, like, reread things multiple times with, like, next to me as I do things. Especially late at night. Trace a circle. Okay. So, we gotta consider the fact that the murder at Mitre Square was committed under a certain amount of pressure, blah, 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 blah. You want to do it in a safe zone, an area not far from where he lives. This is especially true of an act. Okay. So let's take a circle around this point with the distance separating it from Mitre Square as the radius. Got it. I get it now. We go from here to Mitre Square. It's a safe. That's the safe zone? That's ridiculous. This? Oh, I thought we were going from that point. Are we going from this point? I mean, this is Mitre Square. Are we just doing this? Let me read that again. What is this, a geometry class? Exactly, Mia Can. I got an A in geometry. Though my geometry teacher didn't like me. Probably because I did stuff like played Game Boy in his class. I don't know how I got away with that. But he didn't like me at all. And then at the end of the year I said, sorry, I was such a bad student. Even though and he was mad because I got good grades. But I was a little bit of a hoodlum. But not like the type of hoodlum that plays Game Boy. And as the worst thing that he does. We can assume that he had to... Okay, we must consider the fact that murder at Mitre Square was committed under a certain amount of pressure. Yes. He had to do it from a safe zone, an area not far from where he lives. Oh, I gotta draw... Do I have to draw it in the center between, like, the two areas? Like this? I mean, didn't we think that he lives here? Charts, this part's hard. Figure out exactly. It's hard to think tonight. Yeah, I was in a Game Boy gang. Sard. Let's trace a circle around this point with the distance separating it from Mitre Square as the radius. The distance separating it from Mitre Square as the radius. This is the radius. So it's... Wouldn't it be this? Or do you want... Let's draw. This is the point where we think he lives. Let's draw a circle around this point. This is the point we think he lives, right? With the distance to Mitre Square as the radius. Oh wait, as the radius, not the half, right? Or no? The radius is half of the length, right? Not the diameter. The No, as the radius. That is the radius. That's the diameter. I forget. I forgot these terms. Oh my god. I did not realize I don't even know what the half circle versus whole distance between the circle is anymore. Damn it! Stabby! Help! Someone help. Who knows what to do? Who understands what these words say? Let's say we can assume that he had to do it in a safe zone, an area not far from where he lives. Okay, well this is the zone. And we want to find where it overlaps, right? Something like that.
Our killer must surely live inside this circle.
Right, the graffiti,
now,
right, the graffiti, got it.
That we
this is the problem with streaming late at night. I'm a little off, but that's okay. I'm just blaming it on that. It's not actually true. I'm always just a little off. Okay, are we done? I think we're done here, guys. Or not. What do you say? Shit. What a great stream. Nailed it. And then he says, now let's intersect it with the ellipsis that we previously determined. With what, this? Fill it in, or... Whoa, Jesus, did you hear that?
There we are, Watson.
That was a scary noise.
District.
Shouldn't we inform the police so that they can concentrate their efforts on this area of Whitechapel?
It is probably already crawling with inspectors, Watson, and I doubt that they would take us seriously, even if they were willing to listen to what we had to say. Let's focus instead on understanding the killer's modus operandi. We know our murderer preys on prostitutes who are penniless, weak, sick, or alcoholic, that he distracts them the moment before killing them, and that he left an anonymous message inciting anti-Semitic hatred at the entrance of a building occupied by Jews. How would you describe this man?
What a coward.
Indeed, he is a person of great cowardice. Let's look at his murders, and in particular, the depredations on the corpses, putting aside that of Liz Stride, because on that occasion, his work was left unfinished. If we recall the observations made on the victims and the parts that were mutilated or damaged on each of the bodies, without forgetting the fact that he also removed one or more organs, we can ascertain that our killer evolves during the course of the murders, cowardly and still evolving. And yet, look at the location of our first murder, that of Polly Nichols in Bucks Row. It is the most distant from the area our killer would appear to live.
Trying to hold in a fart as usual.
This murder was preceded by another within the killer's area.
I hope he stops talking soon so I can leave the room and
his first murder in
let
an
it
area
out
close to his home, in order to find refuge as quickly as possible on carrying out the act.
Holmes, an idea just occurred to me that fills me with dread. This evolution of which you speak.
Well, evolution, not evolution.
His next victim, as long as the conditions permit him to continue killing Watson.
But how could one go even further in this horror? Look at what he did to that woman, Catherine Eddowes.
In order to avoid having to answer that question, we must act with haste and planning. Watson, I suggest you inform yourself on the mutilations sustained by the victims. We played with the idea that this could be an act of vengeance against prostitutes. If the mutilations correspond to areas affected by a specific pathology, perhaps the killer wanted to give an eye for an affliction he felt the prostitutes he knew were responsible for.
And this trail leading to Dr. Tumblety Holmes?
I also have a few things to look into in the meantime. I still have a primary witness to track down, not to mention old trails I've yet to pursue. See you soon, Watson.
I've got to go up. Joy, thank you for those 500 bits. Thank you so much. And Megan, thank you for those 500 bits. Thank you, guys.
Newspaper, The Star, dated September 1st,
you guys
1888,
so
I believe,
very much.
which mentioned similar murders in the preceding months. I have no chance of finding the police reports, but perhaps I could find some information at the Central News Agency.
Watson, go.
I must go there at once. Afterwards, I'll go back to see Abraham, the owner of the pet shop in Whitechapel. The second Joseph's statement would lead me to believe that he may know the man spotted on the corner of Church Passage that night. If that's the case, I must find this witness so I can question him.
No, that sounds like boring stuff to do. Thank you guys very, very, very much. That's a lot of bits, and I really appreciate that. Unfortunately, I can't do quick jacks because it makes too much noise, and my daughter's sleeping and stuff, so... Sorry, no quick jacks. Jumping jacks, that is. Okay, so he sent Watson off to go... make himself more informed about mutilations while he goes and interrogates witnesses. But thank you guys. Thank you, Joy, and thank you, Meg. So first we go to the Central News Agency.
Ah, bullying is there. It won't hurt just this once.
Hey, I would love to do some quick jacks right now. That would wake me up, but I can't. Well, I can actually... Wait, okay, let's do some quick jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man, that was a workout. 10 quick jacks for each person. Whew, I just did 10 quick jacks, aka jumping jacks. Okay, that feels good. Now I'm awake, ready to stream, ready to beat Sherlock tonight.
Hello, Mr. Bulling.
Great.
So, did your colleague tell you about the tip?
Yeah, I also did burpees, Amberzine.
Ah, I see. I gave him
and
an
I touched my toes.
tip, and he went without you? Oh, that's not very sporting on his part. No doubt he took all of the credit for his discovery.
This is a journalist who was making up stuff.
I'm a show bullying something to make him believe me.
I gotta show Bulling something to make him believe me. This letter, you little bitch.
What do you want?
Don't talk shit to me.
I'm not winding you up. The proof
I'm
is
not
that
winding
he
you
gave
up.
me this advance on the
Believe
debt.
me, I'm Sherlock.
Traitor! He owes me if I find him.
Before I leave, can you do me a favor?
Heck, tell me.
I'm looking for some reliable info on the murders committed in Whitechapel in the months before Polly Nichols' attack.
The camera was shaking.
Reliable?
It's stabilized.
Ha! You really think you'll find that here? Fine. I'll be honest with you. We have folders that group the dispatches from the current year into categories. In the police law category, you'll find the transcripts from the trials and investigations that we sell to the newspapers that ask us.
Perfect.
Sadly, I am out of time. I'll leave you to solve it, eh? You're the detective, aren't you?
Yeah, go back to all your dumb shit. I am the detective. Oh, he left. We're left in the news office quite often alone. Do 20 shiz jacks. I would love to. I say after the stream, I'm gonna do a couple shiz jacks if you know what I mean, Stabby. Do you know what I mean? Because I can explain it. Mom spaghetti, arms are heavy. Top Hat's so strong. Top Hat game.
In dated envelopes. I can't open them. That would be too obvious. How can I tell which compartment to look in?
This sounds like it's gonna be a puzzle. Yes!
An envelope is torn. I can tell that this dispatch contains economic information.
Yes! A puzzle! Match the tags to the...
This compartment was repaired recently.
Oh, this is good! Now this is a good. This is a good.
An envelope is torn. An envelope is torn.
Huh?
This compartment was repaired recently.
Well, that must be...
This compartment was repaired.
We need to go get more goddamn clues. What, do I have to search around this place and look for goddamn clues? Dadbod jacks. I do have a dadbod now. Oh, we have to look for clues so we can do this? Good. Whatever, I don't care. This is just like the locker puzzle from the last game. Yeah, I do have a dadbod now. Gained my baby weight. Continuing to add on to it. Yeah, hard cough and you tooted from it. Those are the best because it disguises the sound, Neocan. The blue envelopes from the dispatch department contain confidential facts that must not be discussed in the news. As a reminder, they contain the political personalities, essentially the royal family, and economic issues. The dispatches will be retained only to be diffused when Buckingham Palace or the ministers give us the authority. Contain The blue envelopes from the dispatch compartment, they contain political personalities. Blue envelopes contain political personalities. Should you break up with her to avoid embarrassment? I would say don't push it that far. Blue, well, these are blue and these are blue. Aren't these both blue? Personalities and politics. Shit. That doesn't help. What does it say again? The blue envelopes from the dispatch department contain confidential facts about political personalities and economic issues. Political personalities and economic issues. So we probably have to get more facts. So, like, this could be personalities, this could be politics, or reversed. We probably have to figure out... Right? Or we have to figure out... just gotta figure out which ones. Okay, let's go get some more clues. Building? Yeah, I'm building up some mass. Oh yeah, hell yeah, baby. Building up that mass for when I get back into shape, I'll be, you know, in even better shape. It was really loud. It was really that... like, it was so loud that the fart overcame the cough, again. Oh yeah, I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy. I normally weigh around 170, 175, maybe 180. But now, guys, I'll admit it, I weigh over 200. And I know you can't tell because I look so good on stream. But I'm over 200. It's a little bad. I just gotta stop eating entire bags of peanut butter cups. Reese's peanut butter cups. Heat Legend, you are dying. So I would notify somebody besides us. Dear Fernand, I am confirming my presence on Friday evening at the club. It would be with pleasure because I must get my mind off blah blah blah. My new laddie has figures of Janet. Blah 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 blah. Yesterday I randomly placed a few inventions in science with politics dispatches. After all, they are always harebrained items. Given that the compartments are one on top of the other, it could have easily passed as one of the new lad's errors. And anticipated he was caught by the boss. Okay, so I will show him halfway. Blah blah. It looks like a halfwit. He could easily confuse the politics with the society section on his right, and his latter with the economy, which is his neighbor. With which is his neighbor. Okay. Okay. That's some good hints. That's a good hint, right, guys? You weigh over 9,000 grams. I don't even know what a gram is. I thought only grams I know are honey grams. Okay. Economics is its neighbor, you say. Politics with the society section on its right, and this latter, the latter, which would be inventions in science, with the economy, which is its neighbor. Yesterday I randomly placed a few inventions in science with politics dispatches. Inventions in science with politics, or inventions in science with politics. Fripp? Inventions in science with politics. After all, they're always harebrained items. Given the other the compartments are one on top of the other, could have easily passed as politics, or the other way around. Inventions in science and politics. This would make more sense because economy's right here, right? I think this is it, and that's personalities. But I am 7'6", that's right. Ooh, nice, Stabby. Good. Yeah, I gotta take that weight off. It's gonna be hard. I can't stop eating these peanut butter cups. And I don't go to the gym anymore. It's no good. It's no good. It's no good. It's no good. I gotta get back in shape, guys. Help. Help. Help me. Okay. He could easily confuse the politics with the society section on his right. That would mean society is here. Or is this blue? And this latter with economy, which is its neighbor. I thought this was economy.
An envelope is torn. I can tell that this
But maybe this was placed in the wrong one. If society's here, that means it has two neighbors. Wait, no. It would only have one neighbor. It means it only has one neighbor. But then, economy would be here. Oh, balls. Alright, we gotta go find more clues first. Let's go look for more clues. Getting in shape is hard. Hey, remember to vote for which graham cracker is best. Thanks. Sir, as the agency receives numerous dispatches, the filing system that you made appears to be too small, particularly for the world and society sections, which cover too much area and overflow into the boxes below. Police law and culture, respectively. So world and society overflow into police and law below. Would you please be able to furnish a device in order to keep only one filing cabinet? While awaiting your response, sir, let's accept our best wishes. Is that the modified one? World and society was overflowing into police below. Would that mean that this thing which was modified?
This compartment was...
This would be police and law? Which one was it? World and society is overflowing into police and law, which only has one little thing. World and society? World and society are two different things.
This compartment was repaired.
You crap turd. For the world and society sections. Well, okay, there's society, it's huge. World is also a lot. Police and law? Police and law is one section. Discover too much area and overflow into the boxes below. Police, law, and culture. Damn it. Police, law, and culture. So, if these are... This is modified. World and society. Well, this is society then, right? Because they're so thick. World, police, law, and culture. Like that. Or like that. Something like that. These things are thick. We need to...
This compartment
made it smaller, which is not right. Death for Zine, how's it going? How's it going with everybody else? Ooh, round is a shape, baby. Just eat a lot of fast food? I don't eat a lot of fast food. What have I been eating recently? Oh, yeah, pizza from Whole Foods. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I think this is society, or this is society and world and so on. So if we go back to that other note, did the politics with the society section on its right. So I think this is politics. Wait. And then... No, because this has to be politics, or this does. I ran into a place of invention and science with politics dispatches. After all, they're hair-brained items, and the compartments are on top of each other. I could easily confuse the politics with the society section on his right. Politics with society section on his right. Society's next to politics. Now this could be politics with society on his right. But why would he confuse it? Or maybe he confused it with world. Society section on his right. And this latter with economy, which is its neighbor. Yes, this with economy, which is its neighbor. These are right. These are all right. Which means these two are right also. Which means this... where's personalities? This is right. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, we got this one done, and this one done. Okay. Should we just brute force it, or should we go look for more clues? I almost tried to quick save. Okay. Alright, we're good, we're good. It's all coming together now. It's all coming up. Eat macaroni. Oh man, I love pasta. Yeah, I eat a lot of mac and cheese too. I eat everything that's bad. But nothing is good. That's the problem with food. Nothing's good. It's all just bad for you. Even just being alive is bad for you. You might as well just not... Well, that's not true. Meanwhile, someone's getting murdered. Yeah, we're organizing we're organizing this crap for them because we have OCD. The mystery of the cubbyhole labels. Just because it's called Whole Foods doesn't mean you don't eat the whole pizza. You trying to be funny, Death? Because that was funny. Thank you. My dear George, your little brother had some misfortune. My first week of work was very grueling. Let's just get to the part where it says something about the... I've had to sort through the dispatches, the most tedious and boring work. I must take each envelope to the journalist. Finally, the boss comes in as soon as I had mixed up the dispatches. I was so worn out I could only protest half-heartedly. He gave me a second chance, so now I'm in a sticky situation. The only hopeful note comes from my colleague, Miss Filth, and a charming... This is awful. This is way too long. She'll me as much as you can. Which compartment I should put my dispatches... Because a lot of parts of this game are not good. Mac and cheese isn't bad for me? Yeah, Silly Sea Life. It went on sale again. And it's the best. No, I'm not sweaty. I'm not advocating anything. I'm advocating eating mac and cheese and pizza and peanut butter cups. The lady has so much compassion and slides me notes such as politics and society are on the side. Sports is underneath economy. Personalities is at the end of the row. I think then we're good, yeah. We're still good. But we just got sports is underneath economy. Okay. Personalized is on the end of the row. Yep. Wow, we're doing it, guys. No, go down. Front page news is the first compartment. Okay. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in this one. Front page news is the first compartment. So it's either this or this. Front page, front page. What if we tried to brute force it right now? Which we can do if we have the other ones right. Shit. Uh-oh. Something might be wrong. What could be wrong? It's all right. How could it be right if it's wrong? World and society, police, law, and culture are below. World and society. Are these wrong? No, because this is right and this goes here. Police and law. Maybe these are... Yeah, because we don't know what's below what. Okay, so then if we put this here, this here, this here. Brute force. Switch. Crap butts. Okay, let's go look for more clues. There are more clues. Hey Hirolaha, how's it going? What'd you find at your local secondhand store? Wait, let me guess. A hand. To improve the dispatch filing, proposed mayor info up gigs. Well, if you're gonna give me clues in this, at least make it readable. What does this say? Mayor info up gigs, bugs, gigs high. Mayor info up high except news in brief. Minor info down low except police. Major info up high except news in brief. Okay. Disaster report on PS2. Nice, great game. Okay, so major info up high except news in brief. So which means news in brief is down here somewhere. News and brief is on the bottom. Minor info down low except police and law. Wait, police and law is up top? That doesn't make sense because... Overflow police, law, and culture. Overflow into the boxes below. Police, law... The filing system you made appears to be too small, particularly for world and society sections which cover too much area and overflow into the boxes below. Police, law, and culture respectively. Yet this says, minor info down low except police, law. I'm annoyed right now. They're contradicting each other. Thus, in the future, propose also to invert news in brief, which is for the moment up high, and police, which is actually down low. Okay, so they're inverting. So news in brief, it goes low. And police and law goes high, which is right. Which is for the moment. You're proposing that we invert? Furthermore, the weather section is almost always empty. F off. Put it with news in brief. I'll put a brief on you. I'll brief you. Or, does that mean we're switching something? Good God, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. How you doing, Negros? Words and society, peace and culture, respectively. You're respective. You're very respectful. Thank you. Oh man, there's a new disaster report out and it's not coming to the US. WPLC. Propose. Major info up high except... Oh. They're proposing this. Minor info down low except police and law. In the future, propose to invert news in brief, which is for the moment up high. Does that mean this occurred or that it didn't occur? Let's go find more clues. I'm mad. How are we not right? I feel like we're right. I feel like we have it right and it's just not telling me. News in briefs. Sherlock reads the news in his briefs and Watson has to sit there and look at him. And if he blinks, Watson gets smacked. Repair the wood of the news in brief compartment. Okay, well we found that part. What other clues are there? Get all the goddamn clues. That's all the goddamn clues. I mean, that's plenty of clues. We have plenty of clues. We don't need any more clues. We should be able to figure it out. Watson, Watson, read the news in your briefs. But Holmes, I like to wear clothes, too bad. It said front page is on the end. Is in the first compartment. But it isn't. Unless this is... Take.
This compartment was repaired.
Crap. I felt like we had this correct. Maybe these are wrong. No. They moved one, maybe? Crikey! Repair the wood of the news and brief compartment. So this is news and brief. Then we go here. In the future, propose to invert news and brief, which is up high, and police's law, which is actually down low. It is down low. Oh, wait, crap, it just reset. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh my god. Put it with news and brief. Oh my god. I accidentally clicked off, but it's okay. I know what everything was. This was economy. This was, politics. This was society. This was... world. This was... Wait, no. I feel like I should listen to something that Hold Your Fire said. This was personalities. This was inventions. Police and law. And culture. Front page and sports. Sports is below the economy. Okay. I think that we're done with this one. We're done with this one. Done with this one. Watson, take off your pants and read me the news in your briefs. The lady has compassion. Slides me notes. Politics and society are on the side. Sports is underneath economy. Oh. Wait, maybe I was wrong about this. Politics and society are on the side? Okay. That's... if you say so. Oh, maybe it's like that. More like this. How did I miss this? Politics and society are on the side. Sports is underneath economy. Personalities is at the end of the row. Oh no, the personalities is at the end of the row. Politics is on the side. Oh, they're next to each other. Yeah, I know that. Front page here, but inventions is here. The front... something's wrong here. Something's not going right here. Front page's news is in the first compartment. Maybe front page goes... weather's almost always empty. Invert them. Put them together. Front page news. The news in the brief. Switch these. Politics. Let's go back to this old note. The blue envelopes from the dispatch compartment contain political... they contain the political personalities and economic issues. The blue envelopes contain the political personalities and economic issues. So these are blue. These contain politics. And these contain personalities. Guys, this is pretty hard. This is economics,
An
right?
envelope is torn.
Economics. Economics. Sports. Sports is below economy. I feel like these are right. But why does he say front page is on the end? Here. Let's look at this one. Yesterday I randomly placed a few inventions in science with politics. She put inventions in science with politics. That looks like this. Or it could be this. These are mixed too. Or is it this? Given that the apartments are one on top of another, or on top of the other, he could have easily passed. He could easily confuse politics with society section on his right, and the latter with economy, which is its neighbor. Politics, society, economy. That makes sense. Oh, inventions and sciences with politics. Shit. But now what's wrong? Now something else is wrong.
An envelope is torn.
These are right.
This compartment was repaired.
I think this is right, this is right, this. I think these two are right. I had that wrong for some reason. Now it makes sense that these two might be right. Yes!
These envelopes contain dispatches of police and judicial cases. Now, I need to open them discreetly. I must try to unglue the openings.
And I did that as quickly as it... That was really fast, though. We did that really quickly, too. Wow, I'm really impressed with myself. A large closed envelope. Light a match. Light it on fire. I forgot to pay attention to what Sherlock said again. Can we just leave now, please?
I have no reason to go that way.
Oh, crap. What did he say? What did he say to do? I gotta type something up. I gotta call on the phone. Call someone on the phone. Burn it. Burn something. Take this teapot. Yoink. By the way, I'm gonna take that teapot. Sadly, this game feels a little...
I need something.
It feels a little lazy. This one. Okay, so he said, like, burn something. Or make tea. He wants tea? You want tea? He wants tea. Alright, I like that up.
I need something.
I'm gonna burn this and make some tea. I'm burning this.
These envelopes contain dispatches of police and judicial cases.
Oh, we need to steam them open. He said we need to unglue them. We need to steam them open. Streaming at night is hard. I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used to actually paying attention. There's some water, baby. Hey, Rub the Ducky.
Water.
How's it going? Guys, thank you for bearing with me as I get used to streaming at night. Nick at night, more like it. Yep.
There, that will provide me with steam.
Steam. Light it up. Steam it open. Wait for it to toot toot. Gotta wait. Gotta wait it out. Toot toot. And here we go. Steam them open, baby. Steam open that envelope.
Open, and it looks like I'm in luck. This envelope contains precious information.
Really? How long is it? Just so we know. Okay. Testimony in the Smith affair. Day of inquest. Saturday, April 7th. Buzzwords. The coroner was examining Emma Elizabeth Smith, age 45, a widow, living at 18 George Street, Spitalfields. That's not a real place. Chief Inspector West. Miss Mary Russell, deputy keeper of a common lodging house, stated she had known the deceased for 2 years. She left home at 7, returned about 4 or 5. In a dreadful state, her face and head were injured. One of her ears being nearly torn off. She told the witness she had been set upon and robbed of her money. Witness took her to the hospital, and when passing along Osborne Street, the deceased pointed out the spot where she was assaulted. She said there were 3 men, but she could not describe them. Mr. George Haslip, house surgeon, stated that when the deceased was admitted to the hospital, she had been drinking but was not intoxicated. She was bleeding from the head and ear. She had other injuries of a revolting nature. Witness found that she was suffering from the rupture of the peritoneum. That's not a real thing. Which had been perforated by some blunt instrument loosed with great force. The deceased told him that at 1:30 that morning she was passing near Whitechapel Church when she noticed some men coming towards her. She crossed the road to avoid them, but they followed, assaulted her, took all the money she had, and then committed the outrage. She was unable to say what kind of instrument was used, nor could she describe her assailants, except that she said that one was a youth of 19. Death ensued on Wednesday morning, the 4th of April, through peritonitis set up by the injuries. Margaret Hayes, living at the same address as the deceased, deposed to seeing Miss Smith in company with a man at the corner of Farron Street and Burdett Road. The man dressed in a dark suit and wore a white silk handkerchief, that's not a real thing, round his neck. He was of medium height, but witness did not think she could identify him. Chief Inspector West, H Division, stated that he had no official information on the subject and was only aware of the case through the daily papers. He had questioned the constables on the beat, but none of them appeared to know anything about the matter. The coroner said that from the medical evidence, which must be true, it was clear that the woman had been barbarously murdered. It was impossible to imagine a more brutal and dastardly assault, and he thought the ends of justice would be better met by the jury recording their verdict at once than by adjourning to some future date in the hope of having more evidence brought before them. The jury returned a verdict of willful murder against some person or persons unknown. The police are making every possible inquiry in the case, but up to yesterday, the 8th of April, had no clue the person who committed the outrage. Hey, Trippy, how you doing? Oh god, there's more. Oh god, there's a lot more. What if we just didn't read this? What do you guys think? Press 1 if we shouldn't read this. What if I just skim it for you, because I'm a very fast reader. Okay, so what this says... Martha Turner was found dead on the first floor of some model dwellings in George Yard buildings. There was a shocking appearance of her dead body. There were 39 stab wounds, and one may have been inflicted with a bayonet. Alright, we got a 202-111-89982. Nice. Hey, Rhombusex. I shall not be repeating anything. If you're not paying attention, well, that's your bad. That's your I'm trying to think of a word and I can't. Alfred George Crowe, a cab driver, said he saw the body. And he didn't know whether they were alive or dead. And when he got up at 9:30, the body was not there. And he didn't hear any noise. So the last witness, something about a doctor. And then he was called deceased. She had 39 stabs. She was dead for 3 hours. Her age was 36, and the body was well nourished. The left lung was penetrated. A bunch of like gruesome, like all crap that happened. Like all her organs were basically stabbed. We don't really need to read that. It's too late. People are trying to go to bed. And the wounds were inflicted by a dagger. Okay, so Henry Samuel Tabram, husband of the deceased, last saw her alive 18 months ago. And in 1886, it was like normal. You just don't see your wife for over a year. It's like, I guess she got lost. She didn't know how to get back, and they didn't have maps back then, or roads or anything like that. They had also been separated for 13 years, but that's just a different story. Because of her drinking habits. Okay. And she stopped giving her allowance because she was living with a man. Henry Turner, another witness, stated he'd been living with the woman as his wife for 9 years. 2 or 3 weeks previously, he ceased to do so because she kept drinking and he left her. And he gave her money to get some stock and she spent it on drink. Her usual time for coming home was 11. And that's it. Miss Mary Busford said the deceased would rather have a glass of ale than a cup of tea. She was a hardcore drunk. Typical victim of Jack the Ripper. Hey, Terry Donnie Dale Jr. I feel like it would have been quicker just to read this. No, we're not doing voices, Neacan. This is a serious gaming stream. Pierogi, yeah. Yeah, pierogi. That's your pierogi. No, that's your, I'm still trying to figure out that word. Hey, Praxis, sorry about that. I didn't read the stabbing part. That's your loss. I was trying to think of the word loss. That's your loss. Jesus. Alright, this says... He knew her by the name of Emma. This Marianne Connolly knew her by the name of Emma. He last saw her alive on Bank Holiday night. And they separated at 11:45. We're just gonna have to read this later anyway, when we have to put a bunch of pins in a board for... when we make Watson put pins in the board. So... good. And the jury said it was murder.
The information
like I care what the jury said.
Of the first woman, Miss Smith.
That's your
Jack
floss.
the Ripper can't be the author of that crime.
Uh-oh.
On the other hand, there are enough similarities
put out
to
the fire.
He may be the killer of Martha Tabram. I must go to the pet shop.
It's gonna explode. Alright, I gotta go to the pet shop. Very much.
Go to the pet shop.
Hey, Bagel. How you doing? Bagel, thank you for the raid. How are you? Welcome to Real Detective Solves Detective Game. But he is too tired and he can't think of words like such as loss. How you doing, Bagel? How's Stone Keep? That's a game I want to play someday. So I'm not watching you play it. Which is kind of a dumb thing to do, but... it looks fun. I've tuned in from time to time and it looks fun. It looks like a pretty cool game. Thank you very much for the raid. We're going to a pet shop right now.
Closed until further notice. Abraham isn't there. No luck.
I couldn't think of the word loss.
Beep beep.
Oh god, this guy sells cat food.
Good evening.
This guy sells cat intestines.
Evening, sir.
And he says beep beep. This guy's the creepiest guy I've ever seen anywhere. He says beep beep and he sells cat intestines and people eat it.
Do you know why Mr. Solomonovich's shop is closed?
No, I don't.
Oh, is that Bagel
Perhaps
from
his
Bagel
cousin,
Plays the
the
Classics? I
cobbler,
think so,
knows.
Dave.
But I believe the police came to take his animals. I think that might have something to do with it.
When was this?
During the day. The kids you were with the other day were there, they told me. They just came by to ask for some
Beep, beep.
cat's meat. They didn't have
Beep,
any
beep.
money, but I gave them some anyway. Huh.
What are you doing? What was that? Hey Mercor, you heard of overhead press 405? No, I weigh half that much, is what the truth is. Thank you for rating from Bagel's channel, everyone.
Is something wrong?
This is Sherlock Holmes. This is the worst Sherlock Holmes
game. There was a little girl with them, the same
blah,
age
blah.
as mine. My little girl who went away with her mother, with the angels into the sky.
Dr. Watson told me about your loss. Please accept my condolences. Would you like to talk about it? How did it happen?
The illness.
What are we doing now?
My poor
We're talking
little
about
girl
this
was
guy's
in
girl?
agony, and her face and body were
Beep, beep.
ravaged by the disease.
Her face?
Yes, she looked
It's
like
worth
a
playing.
ghost.
Okay. Hey, Miria. What illness? I feel like we're going on another tangent. We were focused for so long on the actual case. The biggest problem with this game is that they constantly do things that are not solving the actual murder case.
What illness was it?
Dr. Gibbons tried to explain when I took my
Constantly.
little girl to see him.
It's been about 10%
didn't
Jack the Ripper,
understand.
90% go
I'm
find
sure that
like
he was trying to
thimbles.
insinuate it was my fault. I'm sorry,
Beep, beep.
but I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I understand.
That's fine.
Farewell.
Goodbye forever.
Let's go and see Dr. Gibbons.
You think that was important clues? I didn't pay attention again. Wow, this must be a very entertaining stream for you guys.
Let's go and see Dr.
A
Gibbons.
streamer that constantly doesn't pay attention and can't think of words such as loss. Simple words. But I have been solving the puzzles pretty well. Except for the whole drawing ellipses thing. Anyway, back to the game.
Hello, Doctor. Do you remember me? I'm Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson's friend.
Oh, yes. Excuse the mess, but I am doing a bit of
It
tidying.
looks the same as it's always looked. What are you talking about?
I have come to see you about a Mr. Hardyman, a cat food seller by trade who recently lost his daughter and wife.
Yes, I know him. A tragic story.
Hey, Raichus, can Sherlock drink and fight like Jason Bourne? Not in this one. In this one, he's more of a dandy. We make Watson do all the dirty work and abuse him, mentally and physically.
Actually, I was hoping you could tell me about the disease that took his daughter, a disease that would have attacked her face.
So we gotta
Well,
find out
to
about
keep
this
it
disease.
short, we are speaking of syphilis, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
You must certainly know that it is transmitted through intimate connections, and the vast
Connections
prostitute
with an
population
X.
here contributes to its inevitable progression.
Makes sense.
It destroys individuals by spreading through the body slowly. The most obvious symptoms can be found in the genitalia and on the face in the form of pustules or lesions.
Alright.
Sometimes this illness can destroy whole families. The father catches it from a prostitute,
syphilis.
he transmits it to his wife, who in her turn passes it to the kids which she bears or nurses. These cases are numerous in the vicinity.
Is this game
Certain children,
trying to be
and this is the case of the little girl whom I won't name,
as gross as
suffer
possible?
from an emaciation of the face which will, apart from predicting an imminent death, bring infamy upon the family.
Guys, don't get syphilis, okay? Protect yourself.
Emaciation of the
Kids,
face.
protect yourself.
Yes,
I know a
what
lot
we
of kids are
sometimes call
watching.
the pox. I will give you a photograph. One cannot be mistaken on the origin of such a face. The eyes seem to be void of lids. The nose is inexistent, as if it was cut off.
Oh!
And the cheeks are chiselled, as if cut with a knife.
Oh!
This loss of facial matter, this emaciation, is, in this area, often the gift from a father to his children.
Wait, this is important!
Can I keep this photograph?
I should destroy it. But
I want to keep
if
this.
it can remind you that one must sometimes think twice before giving in to physical
Yes,
attraction.
I need to...
I always seem to find myself alone in such cases.
Oh.
Thank you, Doctor.
That was sad. Poor Sherlock. Ah! That's someone with syphilis? That's so scary. So actually this is important because the killer made one of his victims look like this. That's what happens when you get syphilis? Man, I hope I never get that.
Let's go to the
Let me
cobblers.
tell you, huh? Hope I never get that, huh? Let's go where? I'm trying to talk to you guys, and Sherlock keeps saying stuff. I always find myself alone in that case. Beep beep. Come buy some cat meat. Ah! Get out of here. Go back to here and tell him...
Let's go to the cobblers.
Oh, the cobblers. And we're gonna ask about syphilis.
Let's go to the cobblers.
Oh, yeah, that's where I am. It looks like the girl from Happy Days. Monday, Tuesday, syphilis. Wednesday, syphilis.
Hello, Mr. Solomonovich.
Syphilis,
Mr. Holmes,
syphilis.
how are things with you?
Michael Jackson, too. Oi!
I heard your cousin Abraham had a problem with his shop. What happened?
If I didn't know you well, I would tell you that it's Jewish business that doesn't concern anyone but the Jews.
Understood.
But as you have a little bit to do with it, you have the right to know what is going on.
Thank you.
Would I have something to do with it?
Someone had seen Abraham telling you something and making big gestures near the Imperial Club. A vicious rumor quickly spread, and it has caused him great injustice. A slanderous denunciation attracted the authorities' attention to my cousin's shop.
Beep beep.
Abraham must be in the process of answering their questions.
I did, indeed, speak with your cousin the other night. I'm shocked at the consequences of this discussion.
As I was
Get the
saying,
murderer.
it's the story of the Jews. In the face of adversity, we are united, but amongst ourselves, it's like anywhere else. As soon as our people take a dislike to someone, for right or wrong, we can be without pity and quite cruel.
No, that's like pretty normal.
This is all very worrying.
Pretty
Your
normal.
cousin knows one, or rather two, of the men who were at the Imperial Club on the night of the Mitre Square murder. One of the two, a butcher in Aldgate named Joseph, is probably withholding information of the utmost importance. I must find this man. Perhaps you can help me.
But there are dozens of Jewish butchers around Aldgate, half of which must be called Joseph. And you know, Mr. Holmes, we Jews prefer to remain in the background of this murderer business, this Jack the Ripper thing. All of London is pointing their fingers at us saying, it's a Jew who disemboweled these women. Our community is in great peril, you know. There was the business with Lipski and Leather Apron. I will see what I can do, but I don't promise anything.
I'd be extremely grateful to you.
Figure it out, Neocan. It's your challenge. That's a little Jewish lore. Hey, Maurice33, thank you very much for the host. Dark Souls 3, nice. I still haven't played that one. See ya, Stabby. You know what it is about this game? Whoa, this guy's got a crazy look in his eyes. It hasn't actually drawn me in to care about the story somehow. I feel like they did a pretty bad job with it. Like, it should be really interesting because it's Jack the Ripper and it's got some interesting facts and clues and everything, but for some reason they still just haven't drawn me in.
Very well. We may meet again, Mr.
Hey, Maurice, how's it going?
You are most welcome, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you very much for the host.
I've paced up and down Whitechapel enough. I should return to Baker Street in order to reflect on the new facts that I have discovered.
Playing a Sherlock Holmes game. Hey, Wave Rusher, Jon Snow, Prince Matt, Night Angel, Waffle House, Toka. Hey, Mo Love. Thank you all for coming to the channel. I'm playing Sherlock Holmes. I'm a real detective, and I play detective games. And I also don't pay attention to this game a lot. Where'd he say to go?
I've paced up and down Whitechapel enough.
Return to Baker Street. Nice. Okay, this is where the fun happens. Back to Baker Street. Gotta smoke some opium. Truthfully, he smokes opium. And we gotta mess with Watson. Watson's been researching mutilations.
Hello, Holmes.
Hello. I'm suitably disturbed by what you made me do. Get out of here, Watson. I was having fun.
Good day, Watson.
Square had to
Listen,
come back in.
Holmes, I know I should have got here sooner to
Yeah,
give you a
should've.
report on my research.
You're late.
But this case has led me to neglect my patients and my wife more
Yes,
than
Jon
I
Snow.
care
I'm
to
a real
admit.
detective.
I've been able to sort things out over the last few days, and now I am ready to pursue this investigation.
You don't have to justify yourself, Watson.
Shut the hell up,
Whilst
Watson.
I do tolerate you as an observer, and despite your occasional help with more menial tasks, may I remind you that you are by no means an indispensable part of this case.
Oh,
What?
you tolerate me as an observer?
Oh, they're having an
do you?
argument.
Oh, you're too much, Holmes. Well, Mr. Detective, despite my absence, I have been working on this case, putting my relationship on the line in the process. And I happen to have a confidential letter that only passed from one lord's hand to another. What it contains is extremely serious and concerns Dr. Tumblety and his collection of uteri.
Yes, very boring. Put it on the
I can
table.
see that.
Put it on the table and go to your room. Hey, X-Clouds. I will clench my butt cheeks. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a real detective. We're solving a game, seeing how my real life knowledge applies to this virtual game. My lord, be hereby assured of my entire collaboration in the affair, to which I must reply. If you think it's weird, Jack the Ripper's cutting out people's uteruses and stuff. It is weird. If you think it's weird, it is weird. Our eminent colleagues support our policies and they won't cooperate with the police as long as the higher interests that we serve aren't missed. As you mentioned, you must avoid having to explain to the uncultured masses the exigencies of medical research. Wait, maybe I could just skim this too. And the hideous murders. To this end, I tactically evoke 18 months thence, an American doctor in London did, in fact, contact certain hospitals. His approach was aimed at getting stocks of feminine genitalia, particularly uteri. He was motivated initially by the finalization of his research and its publication. The doctor in question wanted to include a uterus specimen freshly conserved in formalin. Watson, what the hell are you bringing us? Research dissertations sent to each of the colleagues involved. A large quantity was thus necessary, and the doctor proposed to buy each of the uteri for £20 each. The hospital directors did not pay heed to these demands, of that I have been assured. Between you and I, my lord, who knows what strange consequences would have followed the demands of the American doctor? The rumor of these unusual commissions made the tour of the hospitals in question at the time and has spread to others since. Simple day laborers employed in our organizations consider that the gain of £20 could justify a theft, perhaps worse. The identity of the doctor is unknown, but based on the recall of one of my colleagues, this man had the most impressive references. But after a bit of research that I didn't find the existence of any publication. With an eventual correlation on this or the other side of the Atlantic, the man left London shortly after his pitch, it would seem. I cannot help but think he has perhaps returned to London. What the hell's going on with these people in 1886? They're all psychopaths. They're weird.
Excellent. This American could turn out to be of great use.
I don't want to hang out with these people anymore.
That's right. And that's not all. I did some research and finally found an illness that affects the genitalia and can, in certain cases,
Maurice,
cause facial symptoms resembling the mutilations seen on the last victim.
Haha.
It is called, would you believe?
Syphilis.
Syphilis and
Yes,
the
I already
emaciation
know,
that can
Watson.
be seen in affected children. I have known that for days, Watson.
You're behind. You're
Really?
days behind.
Listen, now you're already here, Watson. We
Really?
may as well continue the investigation.
days behind, Watson.
Do you remember the map
Now
on which
shut
we
up and
established
listen.
the area in which our killer lives? I think we should continue our study.
Maurice, this is actually my real hat I wear at work as a detective, but you could say it's Sherlock Holmes cosplay, sure. Nigel Thornberry? Who's that? Actually don't know who that is. Really? Alright, what do we do now? We going to the board? Are we going to the board? Put that there. How do I do this? Are we doing this? What'd he say to do? I'm the worst tonight. I'm the absolute worst tonight. Listen, really? I wish I could have isolated that to use it as a sub-alert or whatever alert. We might as well continue the investigation. Do you remember the map? Oh, we gotta go back to the map. Back to the map. Back to the map. Back to the map. The Dad from Wild Thornberries. Oh, I never watched that. Yeah, I never watched that. It was maybe a little after my time. I'm only 20. I'm 23 years old.
Murder
So.
before that of Bucks Row. It happened in George Yard. We shall put it on the map in order to see if it corresponds to our area of research.
So we're putting another.
We must place the murder of Martha Tabram in George Yard on the map.
Okay, I can do that. So this is the murder. This is a map in which the murders took place, and we're trying to figure out where this guy lives.
That is where Martha Tabram's murder took place. There's no point going there. I already have all the information we need on that matter. You see, this murder took place in the area in which our killer lives, his safe zone. Nonetheless, there are two major differences between the murder of this Martha Tabram and that of Polly Nichols. Firstly, the blows inflicted are not the same.
And the second difference?
It follows on from a doctor's opinion. He claims two weapons might have been used, and if there is one group of people we absolutely must not trust in this business, it's doctors. Don't you agree, Watson?
Two weapons.
Watch it, Holmes.
Tabram's
He's a
murder
doctor.
took place in an area where the murderer, whose cowardice is clear, was able to make a quick getaway, that is to say, near his home. For his second murder, he would have wanted to go further afield, so the police would not link these two cases. And as for the other murders, seeing the ineffectiveness of his last one, he headed in different directions to kill his victims while still staying in the vicinity and without going any further than necessary, and all the while planning his escape.
Okay.
My dear Watson, we now know what
Gotta
this man
focus.
looks like, in what area he lives, and that he suffered directly or indirectly from syphilis. Let's not forget the anatomical knowledge he must almost certainly possess.
Suffered.
Given his lower-class background, a butcher seems very likely. However, it may be the case that the man was a butcher once, but is no longer. He might also have been a medical assistant. Who knows?
What if Jack the Ripper's the
That's
beep
why
beep
we
guy?
need the testimonies of the other Joseph and Dr.
He gave his
Tumbleton
daughter
in order to be
syphilis.
certain.
What shall we do, Holmes?
As the police's cooperation is futile and can be ruled out, we have nothing to do but wait. Watson, wait, and hope we see one of these two men before the killer strikes again.
Sherlock does a lot of waiting. He doesn't do a lot of solving. Clouds, yeah. Sherlock
At
constantly
last,
shits
a
on
long
Watson.
day's
It's
work
hilarious.
How you doing, Holmes?
Fine,
I'm
Watson,
smoking.
just fine.
I'm
I
fine.
suppose you
Worse
still
than now that
haven't
you're
heard
here,
any
Watson.
news from Whitechapel.
No, Watson.
Leave.
It's been almost a month now. Who knows? Our killer may have brought justice upon himself, overcome by remorse and ignominy for his actions.
Don't think so, Watson.
Not a chance, Watson.
Shut up, Watson.
You haven't done anything about the story of a kidney that was sent in the post and reported by the papers. Why not?
Be quiet,
The
Watson.
killer left a message on one occasion with the
Sherlock
intention
throws
of
really
harming.
good shade
The
on
letter
Watson, too.
accompanying this package served no purpose other than to give value to its recipient and arouse disgust against its sender. The killer has never done anything for nothing. In order to authenticate the Galston Street message, he left an indisputable piece of evidence. Can we really say as much about this kidney?
I don't know. All I know is that there are letters piling up on your desk. Isn't it time to move on to another case?
Tell me what to do, Watson.
Absolutely not, Watson. I think that the other Joseph is
Wait, has it been a
reluctant
month?
to meet me. The man he saw must certainly have put the fear of God in him, a man well known for his violence and his hatred towards Jews. There can't be any shortage of those in Whitechapel. I have hope yet. As for Dr. Tumblety,
Sherlock must be so bored.
We found him, Mr. Holmes. We found him.
Who's
Who?
that?
Dr. Bumblebee. He's been locked up by the bobbies, but they've let him loose. Oi, he was looking round like a rat who's scared of his own shadow. He's gonna do a runner, he is.
Watson, this is our chance.
He's gonna
the
escape?
game is afoot. Let's hope that Tumblety will go to collect his trunk. As for you, my little friends, thank you for lifting this burden that has been on my shoulders for almost a month.
Oh, thank God. Sherlock has been tortured for a month. No one to talk to but Watson and no murders to solve. But we finally found Dr. Tumblety, who I think is a person of interest, if not a suspect. Hold your fire. You think Beep Beep Man's too tall and has no facial hair? Well, tell you what, he could walk around on his knees and use cat hair as facial hair, because he sells cat meat. So there. Okay, let's go back to the Bobbies.
Let's return to the boarding
Watson
house.
does need a new suit, huh, Vulpix? He looks like a kind of like a. He doesn't look cool
I
in
have
this
no
suit.
reason to go that way.
Wait, what did he say? I thought we were going to the boobies.
Let's return to the boarding house.
Oh, we're going to the whorehouse? I thought he was going to the boobies.
Let's return to the boarding house.
Oh, the boarding house, not the brothel. Whoops. Okay, continue.
He is here. The doctor is here, up in his room. Peeking through my door, I saw him go up the stairs, and I think that he has a pistol.
Find out what's
Regarding
going
the
on with
trunk,
this doctor.
did you do what I told you to?
Yes, I jammed the lock and filled the trunk with stones. Should we call the police?
Absolutely not. Go home, lock your doors, and if you hear a gunshot, shout as loudly as you can.
Yeah, that kid has his
Watson,
own key
you
to
must disarm this man at
Sherlock's
all costs
apartment.
before
Watson
attempting
doesn't.
to confront him. Come, have your pistol at the ready and stay alert.
And Beard, you could tell how Watson. You could tell too that Watson looked at that kid like all mad because the kid was way more effective than him. What the hell does Watson do with his time? Just like wander around outside and fart? Like all he does? Wait for Sherlock to tell him to go collect a pencil? Most of what we do in this game is we play as Watson and we go collect stuff like pig's heads and pencils. Alright, Watson. Oh, God.
Don't
Yes.
move a muscle or I shoot.
Watson, calm down. Put that away.
But what is going
Take
on?
it easy, Watson.
Bravo, Watson. I take back everything I ever said about your less than full involvement in our investigations.
You're good at holding
Listen,
a gun.
Mr.
He even
Policeman.
insulted him in this situation.
I already told everything to your colleagues at the station, so
Don't you believe it, sir? We're not with the police. We are here to talk about human
I'm gonna get
organs,
ya.
an area
Look at
in which you
Watson's
seem to
face.
have a great deal of interest.
Don't move.
What?
I'll shoot you.
but who are you?
We are the ones holding the pistol. Listen, Tumblety, tell us everything you know and you will be spared from the noose or a bullet. Have you tried to get hold of any female genitalia
I hate
from
this
someone
case.
during these past months?
I hate this case.
So that's it.
We're trying to figure out who
English.
stole female genitalia.
As it happens, I do have a collection of female genital organs, which I hold dear, and never miss the chance to show my friends, whatever the occasion. If
I'm
you
the guy
knew
with
what
the
I
gun.
feel when my eyes meet the young men's, as they contemplate with astonishment and disgust this soft and flabby skin that they worship and place at the center of all their passions.
Okay.
Women
Wait, I just realized we're in Watson's first person
They are one
view.
of nature's greatest
Can we aim with the mouse and
lying,
shoot him?
Haughty, and most of all, nauseating.
I get what
No,
they're doing.
sirs. Men, mankind, we are not made to soil ourselves with such animals.
Say, do you
And
have
it is my
female
task to
genitalia?
educate my peers, like the ancient Greeks used to do, and put them on the path to masculine relationships, the only kind worthy of our intelligence.
My God, this man has lost his marbles, Holmes.
You haven't answered my question. Did you attempt to obtain any female organs?
Indeed, but a long time ago. I was living in Liverpool at the time. A few of my specimens were starting to lose their freshness.
Rod, yeah.
But despite the sum proposed, the heads of the university hospitals refused to accede to my demands. The fear
This guy's a
of what
real
others
creep.
would say, certainly. I know nothing more similar to an arrogant fowl than an English doctor. Yakety yak, always showing off in the courtyard with their haughty airs. And as soon as...
Shut it, Tumblety. So, was it you who killed all of these women? Yes or no?
I regret
He
to
might
say
be the
that it was
Ripper,
not.
but I don't think so.
If I had really wanted a few more uteri, I would have had them brought in from the United States, where it would cost me
Away the
much
guy.
less than here. Or I would have shown a few gold coins in the hallways of a morgue or a hospital in London, and they would have kissed my feet to sell them to me, and not taken the least risk. But kidneys are all the latest, aren't they? I think that I could find one tomorrow for less than £1.
I think this guy's
In
psychotic,
short,
but I don't
gentlemen,
think he's the killer.
I do not know your killer, and I don't know why he's doing that. But if you come across him one day, please send him my friendship and my deepest respect.
This guy
You've
is
gone too far this time.
Come, Watson, let's not get carried away now.
Watson, don't shoot
Thank
him.
you for your assistance,
Calm
Doctor.
down.
If I may offer some advice, you should leave England as soon as possible. Each day that you remain in this country is a risk that an intelligent man would not take.
Yeah, leave town, or else
pistol?
I'll send
Without
Watson
that,
after
it will
you.
be even more risky.
That guy is gay, and he wants to
Can we
show.
believe this man, Holmes?
He
We
wants
can't
to
see the
show
murderer,
people
and his story
removed
regarding the
female
organs fits,
genitalia
but
to
we can't
gross
afford
them
to take
out
the
so they
slightest
become
risk.
gay.
I will ask the Baker Street irregulars to
It's a
follow
little
him.
extreme. A little
Listen,
extreme
lads,
there, buddy.
When Tumblety leaves here, follow him discreetly and come and tell me as early as possible tomorrow
Yakety
where he
yak.
is currently residing. Understood?
Understood, Captain.
I don't want to deal with this guy anymore. Hey, Radio Pulse. Hey, Pavel.
You are already ready, Holmes. What is going on?
I have been waiting for
you don't
want
wanna
to
know,
an
Maurice.
hour, Watson. It would appear
Don't think
that
about
a new
it too
drama
much.
has unfolded. The youngsters came to give me this address, but I have some doubt as to the actual location we are going to. Let's try anyway. At worst, we may come across the Baker Street irregulars to put us in the right direction.
Okay, we got a new drama. Please just... Oh. Here we go. Just two guys on an empty street. That's a little extreme. Just live your life.
We are lost, Holmes.
No, we're not, Watson. We are heading for the very street I'd hoped for, but as I wasn't sure it was this one, I've made a few big detours in order to find the right one. I'll know it when I see the name.
Why, of course, Holmes. Why didn't I think of that? The great Sherlock Holmes can't...
Finish your sentence. Too tired to understand Watsonisms. Okay, so we're figuring out where
How are
Tumblety
you, my
went.
friend? Are you not feeling well?
No,
My friend is a doctor. He can take care of you.
What, Holmes?
don't go there.
Just
She,
offering
he came
my
here,
services.
and he...
Now, Watson, take care of him.
Watson just orders Watson to look after this random guy. Watson, you look after this random homeless guy, okay? I'm gonna go in here and solve the crime. Bye. Oh, jeez. Okay, looks like we found a crime. Whoops. Okay, wrong room. Sorry, I'll leave. That doesn't look good. Put the kids to bed.
My God!
Watson's getting a little sassy.
What happened?
Can't talk. Wait for the coppers. Are they coming? My eyes are crying.
No.
Go find them too, mister. I'll stay here and keep an eye out. Go!
No, I must await my friend. Ah, here he is.
mention the bad news.
Watson, are you there? How are you?
Fine, Holmes, and you? What happened?
You're still trying to eat Praxis? Sorry.
Where are we, Watson?
In Whitechapel, Holmes. This must be Dorset Street. You don't seem very well. Do you need something?
Indeed, Watson. Some clay, a great big piece of clay. I would ask for some wine, too, but as you know, I taste nothing but melodrama.
What is over there?
A trip from which you will never return, Watson. Trust me, don't go there.
A trip? Behind this door? In this room?
It's not strictly a door, it's more of a portal.
What the hell's going on with this dialogue?
What lies behind it is not the mortal realm, Watson. It is a place beyond time and space, the gift of a frantic artist who made use of his talent in order to grant us access to his world, Watson. Beyond that threshold is an abyss. Hell.
Oh.
The police won't take long to arrive.
Sherlock got
the
effed
last thing
up.
I want is to waste precious time on them. Could you lead me out of this area and take me home?
Take me home. Sherlock got disturbed, severely disturbed. He doesn't want to be a detective anymore. Maurice, the thing about Sherlock in these games, which is actually kind of cool, is he's not like a good person. He's like a weirdo. Like he solves crimes in weird ways, and he smokes opium. Sometimes he's like, I gotta go home and smoke opium. In the last game, he was trying to stop a master criminal and was just going along with his game and stuff.
Nothing of interest here.
So it's kind of interesting how there's... Sherlock's not just like a real good detective, he's also a weirdo too. Can we talk to this guy again?
I have nothing to ask.
I'm glad they're not showing us what was in there. It was a big pile of organs.
I have no reason to
Okay,
go
let's
that
go home.
way.
Take me home, Watson. Watson, pick me up. Take me home. We gotta go home. And I haven't really read that many Sherlock books, but I guess that's the way he is in books and stuff. Oh god. Sherlock's
You should
disturbed.
come and eat, Holmes. Mrs. Hudson has worked
I
wonders.
need my Watson.
The joint has been cooked medium rare. If only you would tell me what was in the courtyard.
The answer, Watson.
The answer, Holmes?
Yes, the answer to a question that you asked me a few weeks ago.
And how the devil can the answer to a question I asked you be found in that courtyard? And what question are you referring to, Holmes?
How our killer set about reaching the height of horror by taking another victim, Watson.
What? What was that? Watson, you okay?
Did I not tell you that I wanted to avoid melodrama?
Do you mean to say that...
Yes, that's what was in that room. You helped towards the colour. All that's missing is the
Puke?
odour.
Did someone
but
throw
I
up?
shall let that pass. The mutilations almost all resulted in large removals of flesh. My
Sherlock is
photographic
made up.
memory noted them all in great detail, the shape, size, and location. And thanks
he's got
to
a
the softness of
photographic
this
memory.
clay and your medical knowledge, I believe we can attempt to determine what is missing from this lady.
Oh, we're gonna have to see what happened.
Don't you think we should wait for the medical examiner's opinion?
Surely not, Watson. This massacre has gone on long enough. I can assure you that I will do everything in my power to get our hands on Jack the Ripper before this night is out.
Okay, yeah, Prince Matt, I'm playing these in order. This is the 5th one. There's 3 more. So I haven't played the modern ones yet. It's actually been pretty interesting to see how they have evolved. Okay. You want me to do this? We're gonna have to
Watson, we shall reconstruct the body of this poor woman and
This is
inspect
actually
it in
okay.
detail as well.
Praxis
Your
can
help
still
as a
eat.
medical man will be invaluable.
Holmes,
Wait.
I feel a bit unwell.
Well, I understand. I will
he
manage
did this
on my
with
own.
clay?
Her throat was slit just like the others. The wound is particularly deep.
Okay, so this is what was in that room, and now we're gonna play like Operation and put the stuff back in the body? This is kind of gross though. Praxis, are you able to eat? Hey, Retro Robin. The older ones are good, actually, Prince Matt. I actually do think overall this is the worst one I've played. The first one's more like Myst. The second one is probably the most Sherlock-like the most where you're mostly examining and searching for clues, and it's the most complicated, maybe the most interesting. The third and fourth one are just funny, kind of goofy stories about Cthulhu and Lupin, and then there's Jack the Ripper, which is the most serious. And there's just too much fetch quests in this one. And it's pretty gross. Alright. Left breast. What? wait, did I cut them off? Who did this? I'm trying to pick them up here. I can't actually... Do I need a pin? I'm trying to, like, move stuff around. I'm not able to do anything. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to pick up the left breast. I can't. Is this the left breast? Oh, I need the tweezers. I didn't see the tweezers. It's too late. I'm not used to streaming late yet. Alright. Think. Bop.
There were incisions in the rib cage, as if to inspect the lungs.
Okay, put that back on. Tweet. Put the kids to bed. That's a kidney. That's a kidney if I've ever seen it. Bink. Bonk, bonk. Ding, boop. Put that in there. One of these. What the hell is this? Was that? Oh, okay. Uterus? Uterus.
The liver was neatly removed.
Neatly? It was so neat. You're eating pasta with pork. Liver?
The liver was neatly removed.
Oh, it was just removed? So that doesn't go in? Where's the spleen? Anybody see a spleen over here? That is the heart. Or that's a spleen? Oh, it's a spleen. Where's the heart? I don't see a heart. Do I have to take the heart out? This is a bad game. I wouldn't say it's a bad game. They just put too much extra nonsense in it, I think. Otherwise, it's fine. It's fine.
The liver was neatly removed.
I don't put this back in?
Neatly removed. An organ is missing, apparently.
The heart.
I must specify which organ this is on my list.
Yeah, I thought he was throwing... I don't know what was going on there. Why is it gross, sweaty? Because it's Jack the Ripper. The heart's missing, and to know which heart was missing, we had to use Sherlock's photographic memory to cut up some clay. At least we didn't have to fetch quest the clay.
Holmes,
Call of Cthulhu's not part of the
unwell.
series. The game is called Sherlock Holmes Awakened Jon Snow, and that one's maybe the goofiest of the games. Though Lupin has a bunch of goofy parts too. It's dark, but it's also goofy, that Sherlock Holmes Awakened game.
I feel a bit unwell.
You're fine. There's a bunch of there's like a really hilarious chase scene in Awakened. I don't want to spoil it. Oh, I had to click heart. Okay. I had to check heart.
There we are, Watson. We have examined everything. The heart is the only thing missing. 2 uteri, a kidney, and now
Watson's
a heart.
a doctor who's
he
been
had
to
all
war.
the time he wanted in which to disfigure her, cut her
I
up
feel
like
gross.
a piece of
You're
meat,
playing with
and
clay.
yet took nothing but the heart. What do you think of that, Watson? Watson?
Watson? I had to fart. What do I do? I'm puking. I gotta go. Watson's useless. Watson really? What is Sherlock thinking right now? Why is he the only one who will work with me? Am I the problem?
I dread to think how you'd react if you saw a corpse. I'm returning to Whitechapel, Watson, to Isaac's. If the heart tells you to come with me, if the heart tells you a little wordplay there.
Silly Watson. But they
Let's
need
go
each
to the
other.
Cobblers.
Sherlock and Watson need each other. Even though Sherlock abuses Watson, and Watson hates Sherlock, they also are in love. How you doing, Enthusiasm? Okay, back to the cobbler shop. Why? I don't know.
Let's go to the Cobblers.
Let's. I gotta take a quick break, guys. I gotta take like a 1-minute break or less to go use a room I have. I'll be right back. Oh, Dave said it's a demo. Oh. What? Okay, be right back. I gotta go take a quick break. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Alright. I want to actually check something. I want to see if I can skim the walkthrough to see how close we are to the end of this game. I'm gonna pull up a walkthrough on my phone. Sherlock. Maybe it might be easier to just do on my computer. Minimize this. Sherlock versus Jack Ripper walkthrough. I'm not gonna look up what to do. I'm just seeing how much is left from the part that I've already seen. Let's see. Okay, Whitechapel, Martha Turburn, Tumblety. Talk to the crying man. Which of the organs is missing? Okay, that's where I am. Okay. Might not have that much left. Alright, we might beat this tonight. I can stream for at least another hour. Reasonably
Beep,
close.
beep.
No, not Beep Beep. I think Beep
Evening,
Beep is the
Mr.
killer.
Holmes.
It's Beep Beep. It is Beep Beep.
Good evening, Hardy
And he
man.
put cat's
Has
hair in his
Abraham
face.
Solomnovich still not reopened his shop?
No, not that I know of.
Have you heard
His daughter
anything
had
about the latest
syphilis.
murder?
Certainly there is
He's
talk
mad
of
because his
nothing
daughter was
else.
killed by syphilis.
Poor girl. I hope they catch the bastard who did it.
Who do you think that could be?
A madman, that's for sure. Everyone in the area is pinning it on a Jew. But I don't believe that for a second.
Why?
You're the one.
Because Jews don't like blood, you see. They're not allowed to eat it, and they have to drain the meat before cooking it. It's true that they eat animals, but they are fanatical about all kinds of silly things. I don't know much about their rituals and all, but I know that a Jewish butcher can't just do whatever he pleases with his knife. He has strict kosher rules to follow.
I did not cheat.
You seem to be very well informed.
Well, I buy
You
my
called
meat
it
from them
Tropical
too.
Jungle?
My clients don't care whether the meat comes from Jews or not. Cats eat it regardless. And let me
Can we
tell
stop
you,
talking to this
I'd
guy,
go
maybe?
as far as to say that I may even have more faith in a Jew, because even if they don't eat all the offals, a Jew inspects them to see if the animal was in good health. Lungs, for the most part, and as they make up most of my cat's meat,
Sherlock is just walking
you can
away.
See the connection, right?
I guess so. Jews eat offals.
Jews are allowed to eat offals?
Yes. They eat calves' kidneys, I think.
How big is that? A calf's kidney?
Ah, well,
Maybe it's
that
the butcher.
depends if it's fresh or if it's been marinated in brine or cooked.
When fresh, are they as big as
It's not
a
kosher to
human
murder.
kidney?
Can't
They
be a
would
Jew.
be, yes.
You know,
Wish
Mr.
person.
Hardiman, it's lucky for both of us
Jewish
that the murder
person.
that took place in your mother's courtyard was only the Whitechapel killer's third. Had it been the first, I wouldn't be thanking you, as I'm doing now, for all of this important information. Goodbye and take care.
If you say so.
Oh.
Right, farewell.
So he's
Mr.
saying he
Holmes.
would have suspected him?
Let's go to the cobbler's.
Something? I can't understand Sherlock's very technical speech.
Let's go to the cobbler's.
Back to the cobblers. I guess it's not the Beep Beep guy, but I don't know who it is. I hate talking to that guy, Clouds. Connection with an X? Okay, we're talking to this guy again. What's he doing? Oh, he's fixing
Good evening,
shoes.
Mr. Solomnovich.
Evening, Mr. Holmes. If you've come about the business of my cousin, I hate to say...
Do you eat offals? Hey, I just came to ask.
Before you respond to my request, I must ask you to answer this question of the utmost importance. What offals are Jews allowed to eat?
Well, the same as you.
Kidney, heart, liver?
Yes.
How are they prepared?
Kidneys are boiled, heart is often finely sliced and cooked on a skewer, and liver is always grilled.
These offals, do they come from cattle?
Yes, beef or veal.
And eating non-kosher food would be a grave affair for a Jew, isn't that right?
Yes, it would be very serious. But what are you getting at?
No.
If I were to tell you what I'm thinking, Mr. Solomnovich, you would pull out your own eardrums to not
His
hear
beard
the
does
end
need
of my
pants.
sentence. It goes against the beliefs of
beard
hundreds of members of your community,
looks
and for
like
some,
balls.
perhaps even worse. I will ask you one last time before involving the authorities, who I assure you will be far less discreet than myself. Do you know who the second Joseph is, the Aldgate butcher, who your cousin knows from the Imperial Club?
His name is Joseph Hyam Levy, but I don't know where he lives. I know nothing about him, other than he's a member of the Imperial Club on Duke Street.
That street is after Church Passage, coming from Mitre Square. Am I right?
That's it.
Thank you. You have been an enormous help to both of us. Now, listen carefully. I need you to find 4 or 5 strong men among the members of your family who you trust wholeheartedly, and to wait here with them until my arrival, or you receive a message from me. Is that clear?
But if you will tell me...
Later, Mr. Solomonovich. Later.
Is that for security?
Let's go to the Imperial Club.
I feel like Sherlock already knows who the killer is. Just playing around. The Imperial Club, where's that? Miller's Court, Gilston Street, Ward of Aldgate? This.
Ah, there's the Imperial Club.
We haven't
Let's see
met
if I can find Joseph Hyam Levy.
So it could be this Joseph Hyam Levy guy. The Imperial Club. Bunch of clubs.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Can I help you, sir?
Indeed, I have an urgent message for Mr. Joseph Levy, the Aldgate butcher.
I regret, sir, but Mr. Levy is not at the club at present. You can wait for him if you wish.
I thank you. Do you know where I can find him? His home address, perhaps? It is a very urgent matter.
I am sorry, sir, but we do not give out information regarding the club members to people outside the group.
I understand.
Okay, bye.
I must find a way to enter the Imperial Club without having to go through the entrance hall.
Alright, save the game. Puzz time. This guy's the killer? What, this guy? This guy or that Jewish guy? This guy? Sherlock's suspicious. What if Sherlock's the killer? That would be crazy. Let's look at this. Hey, I'm just gonna look at this board. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Let me look at this. Imperial Club. How to become a citizen of Her Majesty. The process implications. Club members' actions. Open evening with musical accompaniment. Okay, I bet you we gotta replace Mr. Schatz, because we're a violin player. Wait, did we get other stuff? Letter from community? No. Alright, I'm just gonna
Judging by the sound of voices and applause, there's a meeting going on at this very moment. I'll have to be very cautious.
Do you know his arch nemesis, Clouds?
Pardon me, sir, but the club is only open to members.
Yeah, I got it.
I must find a way to enter...
Yes. Are you talking about Moriarty? Because in one of the other Sherlock games, you meet Moriarty, but it's a really strange meeting, and it's like random.
This may come in handy.
And then he just wanders off. I don't want to spoil it, actually, but it's pretty silly.
A note encouraging members of the Jewish community to remain prudent and vigilant after rumors about the Whitechapel murders.
Yeah, Sherlock could be the killer, and he just forgot. The Whitechapel murders weigh on our community heavily. I mean, Sherlock smokes a lot of opium. Consequently, an exemplary conduct must be shown now more than ever, as well as increased vigilance. Jewish establishments such as synagogues, shops, and clubs are likely to become targets. All incidents must be stifled. Chief Rabbi's reminder. I'm Chief Rabbi. Alright, let's go out here. Bye. Mr. Schatz, baby. I really... Hello, I'm Sherlock Holmes. Legendary detective. I think I should pick up this broken hanger. Excuse me, do you mind if I pick up this hanger? What if we just stab him with the hanger? Hey, this hanger's broken. You really should get this
Judging
fixed.
by the sound of voice...
Oh, whoops, it was an accident.
Pardon me, sir.
I must find a way to enter...
Anything else, sir?
Yeah, this broken hanger. I found this broken hanger. And I definitely think that's an issue you need to take care of immediately. Go in the back and fix it, and I'll sneak in your club. Gotta go around back. What are we gonna do with this hanger? What are we gonna do with this hanger? Huh? Just wander around the streets with a hanger. What was that door? Hey, there's a barrel. Let's pick up this barrel. Yeah, Moriarty. He is in one of the games, yeah.
Which is preventing me from passing.
This barrel's preventing me from passing. Well,
There's a cellar window behind this barrel.
I should pick up the... What? Move the barrel.
Cole, it's a service door and firmly locked. There must be a stock room in the cellar beneath this room. If I can just get into the coal cellar, I shall be in the place. Okay, we gotta figure out how to move that barrel and get the coal, but we can't do it with the hanger. What else do we have? Matches. Let's light the coal. Is that a thing you can actually do? It's a
no. It's okay. Oh, boards. These are where the games get goofy, when they start getting into like the puzzles that you have to solve. Axle? Yeah, Axle on the Axle on this barrel.
Sausages.
Oh,
There we are. My pivot is in place. Now, let's find something to tip over this barrel.
Nerd Logic, thank you for gifting the sub to autosave. Thank you, Nerd Logic. Thank you very much. Now let's find something to tip over this barrel. Autosave. Enjoy.
This barrel is on a wooden pallet,
30 days of
but
happiness.
it is too heavy to be moved. I will need a pivot.
I need a pivot, baby. Just call a pivot. This hanger's not a pivot. What are we gonna do with this hanger? This hanger's a little ominous in our inventory right now. Thank you, Nerd Logic. Sub.
Nothing of interest here.
Sub. Subscription. We going back here? What's back here? Something good might be back here. We're just running through the alleyways. Where's Watson? This is a Watson job. Anime rules. 30 days. Enjoy 30 days of anime. Just take my suit off. I'm gonna fix this hanger and just hang your coat in that hallway. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not against the law to hang my coat in here, jerk. End of game. The end. Sub support the retrograde Tom baby. That's right, Dave. Oh god, we're gonna have to wander through these streets to find an axle.
I have no reason to go
Okay,
that.
good. Thank god it ended there. I know, Maurice. I mean, people are constantly everyone was wearing a suit. I would be so hot. Like, they probably didn't even have short sleeve shirts back in this time. It was all suits. Like, you had to sleep in a suit. And that's true. I have to wander around this damn... That's where I came from. Must have been horrible. And everybody slept on the streets,
I have no reason
too.
to go that way.
They all slept on these cobblestone streets because they didn't have beds. So they slept outside. They didn't have air conditioning. They slept on top of big ice blocks and cobblestones. Alright, where's this damn... There's got to be something in here, right? Or else it wouldn't let me go here. I don't see anything. Need an axle. We're looking for an axle. Where's the lead singer of Guns N' Roses? Probably him. Yeah, even the kids had suits. Exactly. Like a baby popped out of, and you would just put a suit right on it. Like, get this baby his suit. And it's ridiculous. Now that I have a kid, I wonder like what people used to do with babies, because they like shit all the time, and we're constantly changing. Oh, we need to find this. We're constantly changing it. We have tons of outfits. Like they probably, maybe they just always wrapped it in a sheet. I wonder how people used to keep babies alive. It seems hard enough today. Anyway, that's baby talk with Tom. That's baby corner with Tom. Now that's part of the stream is over. I have a baby. I have a daughter. She's the apple of my eye. Hey, Fennec. There were no beds, just long boxes full of cobblestones and suits. Fennec, thank you for the fact. Alright, I can't tip over this barrel. Like, he couldn't just push it. He needed to get these two things to do it. And that's the thing about Sherlock. He could have, but he wanted to find these pieces to make it more interesting to his oversized brain.
Closed. The cellar window is locked from the inside by a simple iron hook.
Oh, good thing I have this broken hanger, which can pick a lock. Did you guys know
Let's go.
Did you guys know a broken hanger can pick a lock?
Let's try to find the exit that leads to the club.
Let's go! Fun! I need a little fun now and then. And I don't have any opium, so might as well go out on the case and do a Watson job. Take me down to London City.
This may come in handy.
Where there is no grass and there's a bunch of prostitutes without uteruses. Oh, won't you please take me how?
Empty tin cans.
Empty tin cans. I should take them.
Empty tin cans.
I should take them.
Empty tin cans.
Looks like we found the new sub alert. Empty tin cans.
Empty tin cans.
Empty tin cans. I will remember those. Sheets as diapers can be a thing. Yeah, I guess that's possible. Babies died. Yeah, how did any baby live?
That's not a good idea. The watchman is still there.
Okay, so we got to the other side of that curtain.
The kitchen. It's closed, and besides, I won't find what I'm looking for in there.
Watson is back at 221 Baker Street looking through Sherlock's stuff. trying on his suits, pretending he's Sherlock.
Administration. Perfect. This must be where
Smoking
the information
opium.
on club members is kept.
Yes. I am the great
Let's hope
Sherlock.
that it really is the key to
And then
administration. Perfect.
Then he gets
this must
depressed.
be where the information on club members is kept.
Puts his gun in his mouth. we learned on earlier streams that Watson puts his gun in his mouth a lot, in his own mouth. And he pulls the trigger, but it doesn't have any bullets in it. Uh-oh. Those look like tiles to me. What the hell's...
Some
oh, I hear
square
clapping.
metal tokens. Curious. There is a document.
Sir, I wanted to let you know that your club needed kosher meat when you have any special functions. I would be available to furnish it for you. Guaranteed by a compliant abattoir. It will be delivered directly to your society at a time that is convenient. Reasonable prices. Do not hesitate to call upon my services. Jacob Levy refused on the advice of Joseph Hyam Levy. The bastard refused his brother's services about pet meat. Cat meat?
There must have been litigation between Joseph Hyam Levy and Jacob Levy.
Blah, I'm Sherlock. blah, 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 blah. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Click. Oh, I'm fine. Then he's fine again. He's reborn every time he pulls that empty gun trigger.
A page from an old Yiddish-English dictionary. Court's proceedings.
Watson's
Curious.
an emo. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, so this is a court proceeding. Should we read this? Watson has PTSD? He might, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's summarize this. I guess I could just read it. It's hard to read late at night. There was people knocking on doors. Phillips and Sampson. Phillips turned up the gas. Levy came out of the shop and went to Sampson's shop where he had a conversation with Phillips. The meat was brought to the door and flung on a hook. Someone took out the meat off the hook and took it to Lewis's door and gave it to Lewis. Then it returned to Sampson's shop. Okay? And then he caught him, the other guy with meat. And then he said, I should take it to Sampson. And he found a lark, 32L10S19 in his pocket, and the meat was 14 pounds. It was 5.15, and then it was also 6.15 with Mr. Black. The shutters were not down. James Jones said, I was with Bacon. Cross-examined by Mr. Black. We'll just have to leave this a mystery. We can't read that, right?
This must be the club's
a
safe.
chocolate
What
gun.
I'm looking for is probably inside. I need something.
We gotta get in here. Wait, what?
I need something.
Wait, is this a puzzle safe? Oh my god, it's a puzzle safe.
This must be the club's safe. What I'm looking for is probably inside. The lock on this chest is very
It's
sophisticated.
another puzzle safe.
Let's see.
The last time we saw a safe we had to unlock, it had a lock on it that was you had to put in the right dates and choose the right hats and flags of wars from U.S. It's like Civil War.
No.
Now this one seems more like an actual lock. Okay, what do we got here? This looks like something I can do. This looks like something a Puzz Whiz would do. Alright, we got one of these over here. We got one of those over there. I got one of these there. Right there. We gotta put this here. That don't work there. P. There's no bottom P. There's a bottom P here. How about one of those? Oh my god, am I gonna solve it this fast? Oh my god. He's a Puzz Whiz. He's real. Oh, we were so close. They're all right except for this one. Why? Damn. Ah, man, what do we need to exchange to make it right? These two? No. These two? No. Oh, man. Only one is wrong if we do this. Only this one's wrong. So what can we exchange to fix it? How can we fix it? Not these two. Exchange another N. Maybe this goes to the there's two we have to exchange. If I can fix it. This one with this one, no. No. I think it's you gotta match each side. Hey Killing Moon, how's it going? Yeah, you gotta match each side. I wish it was triple triad. It would play the music. Dun 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 dun. That might be triple triad. Might be something else. Dun 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 dun. I think which is the one from Final Fantasy VIII? Dun 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 dun. Dang.
No.
Ah, man, we might have to redo the whole thing. I mean, if one's wrong. The thing that sucks is only one's wrong. Otherwise, they all match up. So only one is wrong, which is kind of rough. We can't switch these two. What if we switched more than 2? 2, 2. What if I did this? No, that's not going to work. Ah, man, it just means that this isn't right. Okay, what else could we do? I'm hesitant to move these around too much because there might just be a few moves which we could switch to make it work. Tut. I mean, this P. I'm gonna move him around too much. Not gonna work. This can't be here because there's no bottom. This can't be here because there's no bottom, which means this has to be on the top. Because there's no bottom, this slug. There's no bottom slug, which means this has to be on the top. It can't be below any other piece, so that's a top piece. What else is a case like that? There is no bottom this either, right? So this also has to be on top, and it could be next to that one. Is there another no bottom? Or maybe not. No, because there's a crown bottom, right? There's crown bottoms. There's crown bottoms. There's crown bottoms. There's N bottoms. There's P bottoms. P bottoms. Hey, nobody important. Oi! Hey, Dark Porter. Haven't I seen this puzzle before in my real detective job? I absolutely have. Not this exact version, but I have seen this style of puzzle many times, Dark Porter. So if these two are up here, I mean, this could also be a top piece because it goes next. The only problem is these could be like this. Is there an N on the left and an arch on the right? No. So it can't be like that. So they're either like this, or they're either like... Wait, hold on. I had it wrong. An N on the left and an N on the right. An N? No. So they're either like this, or they're like this. Let me look at them like this. And I hope we're not on the wrong trail, because then we're going down a real dark path. So it could be like this. This is one possibility. The other possibility is having these two over and having this one be up there. Let's work with this one first. Okay, so we got... This could be here, or this could be here. This works. Hold on. Do we have it? Puzzwiz.
Elementary.
Too easy! Too easy!
I need something.
What do I need? Book? Dictionary?
These documents contain some words in Yiddish, which reads from right to left.
Too easy! Detective. We know from Kabbalah... Oh, this looks... Okay, this is fine. This looks at first glance, it looks complicated, and I'm going to turn off the game. But if we just take a breath... If we take a breath... We can do this. We know from Kabbalah the power of gematria that enables us to count everything in the worlds unseen and unseen. Thus, we know that Lester counts as 439, and he's blessed because 439 is also blamp, which means the man of God. Dear Joseph, I did the counting of names for our club members, which is as follows. Mr. Bath is 403. Bet, Aleph, Tav, 400. Okay. Mr. 1, 2, and 4. Mr. Hammer is 356. Okay, I got it. You put all these together, and you get the number. Sincerely yours, please tell Mr. Murrell that provided his name is spelled as blurp blop. Beep. Bop. Okay. Murrell, M is M. So M is M. Blarp. Lester is spelled as this. Lester. I probably have to combine both of these to figure this out. But I would think Murrell starts with... Am I trying to put Murrell here? What am I trying to put here? No, I'm just trying to figure out what this is, right? Hang on. I gotta do it with numbers. I gotta do it with the numbers. Okay. So. We gotta compare all those things and figure out what this is. N is 1. So A is 1. Right? Because A is 1. N is 1. N is 1. N is A. This one is 2. 2 is B. Wait. How can it be AB? Abrahams with an S. Pisswuss. Lucifer. I thought I was finished, but now we're not. And I don't know if this is right, but let's go with it. Then we got this, which is 5. Now 5 is H. ABH. Abraham. How can this be right? How can there be ABH? Alright. Next one. This one. 6 is not on there. 6 is not on there, but Mr. Murrell is 346. Oh god, I gotta compare these other ones. Well, let's go on to the next one. Let's go through all of them first before we the ones we know before we get through the ones we don't know. So this is like a squiggly hook, which is 30. That's not over there. But Lester is 439. Right. We're gonna have to figure out what these other words are. Let's figure out what we know first. This is 40. Is that over there? Yeah, M is 40. So that's 40. M is 40. See? 40. That's that. M is 40. Got it. Okay, next one. The clips, the scissors. The bendy scissors. I think that's it, right? No, it's this. Whoa, those look way too similar. I don't like it. 70 is AI. Wait, how do you put AI in? Okay, now I'm lost because I don't know how to put A and I into there. Ain. Mr. Hammer. H-A-M-M-E. Oh, that's an E. Okay. E. A. Hammer. Hammer. H-A-M-M-E-R. Okay, cool. Puzzwiz. This is why I'm a detective, guys. I'm using my detective knowledge for this. Can we just figure out what this is? Abheimer. That's probably an R. Let's see. 200 is an R. Yep. He does it again. So we just gotta figure out what these two are. We can probably brute force it. Let's not. So we got 6. 6, that's definitely 6, right? We got 6. We gotta figure out what 6 is. And we gotta figure out what 30 is, I believe. 6 and 30, right? Okay. So based on what we know, I'm gonna have to use a paper for this. Lester? The molester. It's 439. Do we know what L is? I don't think we do. A, B, C, D, E... It's H. A, B, C, D, H! Yeah, it's not in order or anything. Hi, Aleph, Mem, Lester, N. The N is A. A? But the man of God, A. So Lester is... We don't know the one. Oh, that's L. Oh, that's L. Oh, but what's L? Wait, this is L? I think that's L. Abholmer. Brute force. Abholmer. You think this is L? Because that's that one, right? Or is that different? Could that be L? Abholmer.
Excellent.
Ugh.
Now, on to the next step.
Detective! Oh god, Abholmer. Okay, now... Abholmer. Now what? Levy... Abholmer. I don't know why we did that. Does anyone know why we did that? Detective. My detective skills are on point late at night. Turns out at late night, I'm even a greater detective than I am during the day. This? What? Hello? What? What do you want me to do? I'm looking up Abraham Levy, right? What? What do you want me to do? What's this? Okay, stop scaring me like that and changing screens. I'm hiding what? Oh, I'm hiding something? Okay, sorry. Oh, I was hiding the words? Levy, Joseph Hyam, that's who we were looking for. Born in Aldgate, 1841. He's the Aldgate butcher. Like actual butcher. Like he runs a butcher shop. His home address, his profession is a self-employed butcher at 1 Hutchinson Street. His dues are 10 shillings, 6 pence. And then 11 shillings 1 day later. Good.
Here we are. I have the address of this.
I got his address, baby. I can't believe we did that.
36 Middlesex Street. Now, let's try to get out of here without being seen.
Now we just get the hell out of here. Oh my god, we did it. That was very scary. before we went into it, but we pulled it all off. Oh, window. Go out the window.
I can't get out through the window. It's blocked and appears to be reinforced.
Fair enough, Sherlock. We need Watson's gun. Watson, come to the place and shoot through the window. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Dave, did you really not get the full game? Yes, you did. Stop lying. Dave got the full game of Yakuza by downloading the demo. I'm dangerous. I am dangerous at night. You're right, Elusive. I've got to be careful what I do. Hold on. What's here again? What's here again? Empty cans. Okay, we got empty cans.
I need something.
I need something. I need empty cans to use on whatever.
I need something.
I don't know what this is. It's a chair leg. What's this?
I need something.
Guys, you have to tell me if I'm going too overboard because of the intensity, you know, of this nighttime streaming. Yeah, they let him keep it, Maurice, because he disconnected from PSN. Your favorite Yakuza Tandegosa. Congratulations, Lagros. Thank you.
The kitchen. It's closed, and besides, I
don't eat. What's this? What's this up there? Dark Border. Oh my god, 1200 bits. Wow, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you, Dark. Thank you. That earned a retrograde Tom thumbs up. Doubles. Thank you, Dark Porter. Candlestick. Thumbs up. Doubles. Ooh, we lit a candle. Dark Porter, thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I saw it, Hold Your Fire. I don't know why I'm talking to you like that. I saw it. Thank you. Our retrograde scene of what? Maybe we use the... I can't see what this is.
I need something.
Looks like a... You want to light this?
I need something.
You want to light a can? What do you want to light? What is it? You need what?
I need something.
Hey, Bellaheen. Not hungry because diet pipe. Diet pipe. You're on a diet. Let's go down here. I need something. Get some rope. Time for me to take rope. Okay. This is going to be one of those ultimate Sherlock puzzle solves. At the end of the first Sherlock Holmes game, which is the Mystery of the Mummy, there's a really cool, like, Rube Goldberg puzzle. Let's do one of those. Wait, why don't I just go out this?
Blast! My exit has been sealed off. The barrel was replaced. I'll have to find another way.
Oh, you want it like a Hulkster scene? Maybe, Dave. You have a question for Hulkster? Yeah, those background noises are getting close. The Hebrew singing is getting closer. Okay, this on the... No. Hook on the bucket? How are we going to get out of here? This is going to be cans on the... There we go. Cans in the bucket. Okay. Then cans on the... What are we doing? I
need something.
The other thing that kind of is annoying about these games is instead of saying, oh, what, like, this is wires or whatever, he just says, I need something. You figure it out.
I can't get out through the window. It's blocked and appears to be reinforced.
Okay, we can't get out through that. Hook on that first. Yes? Yes, but... Okay. Oh, it's just rope. Okay, maybe let me have a better view of what the hell that is. Then hang the bucket on it?
I need something.
No. Rope on it? Hey, nobody. Okay, rope? What are we doing? Are we gonna... Oh, we're gonna smash the window? Instead of just pushing over a barrel, are we gonna...
I need something.
What are we doing? Can't tie the rope to this? What the hell's going on? You know, why can't he just push the barrel? He's very weak. Sherlock Holmes is very frail, Clouds. In the UK, they're called Heath Robinson contraptions. Is that true? Because that's funny. If it's... I don't know. Alright. Can't think it late. Can't think it late night. Hey, Clean Coal. I need something. We put the bucket on this. We make noise and then we escape. Yes. It burns through the thing and then we escape when they come in and they say, what? It's a bunch of cans.
Now let's quickly hide in administration.
Go, quick, run. This is how he decided to make a noise. Damn, that's Sherlock. He's good. Which one was administration?
The kitchen. It's
Let's go hide administration. Make a big noise with cans. Beep beep. It is true. They're called Heath Robinsons. What was the cat for? We gave it. It was one of our little child friends' cats, and we gave it to him, and then we sicked a bunch of cats on a lady allergic to cats, so we could cause a distraction. Clean coal. Huh? What? What was that noise? I better check it out. Oh, it's just some cans. Oh, and then by the way, I better close myself in here while I clean up these cans. And Sherlock does a weird walk
Let's
out.
visit Joseph Levy at 36 Middlesex Street.
Hey, Sony K. He's weak and runway model thin. Let's visit Joseph Levy, man. Ward of Aldgate. Middlesex.
Here I am in Middlesex Street. Let's find number 36.
This is a possible killer. Man, we killed those 2 puzzles before. I'm so proud of myself. It's the detective hat, it really is. It gets you into the mind of being a Sherlock, being a detective. Hello?
Hello, sir.
What?
Do you want?
You're Joseph
Hello,
Levy?
Ma. I would like to speak with Mr. Levy. Do you know if he's in?
I am Mrs. Levy, his wife. He's not arrived yet.
Do you know when he'll be in?
Lies.
Oh, no idea.
Middlesex.
He works at the butcher's and
How you
helps at
doing,
the
Sony?
slaughterhouse. It often happens that he doesn't come in until early morning and then leaves right away.
Well, listen.
Really?
As soon as your husband Joseph returns, tell him that
My husband isn't called Joseph.
you aren't the wife of Joseph Hyam Levy.
No, of course not. I'm the wife of Jacob Levy. Mr. Hyam Levy used to live here with his parents, but he moved.
Mommy.
Mommy.
Who's the man that you're
Whoa,
talking
look at that
to?
one kid on the right.
But this poor child has syphilis.
He's got syphilis.
He carries the mark on his face.
Oh no!
Leave us, children.
What's going on?
Go back inside
So many
with your brothers and
mysteries.
sisters.
Yes, Mother.
Stonejaw kid had syphilis, but this kid has syphilis. Hello, syphilis
As I was
child.
saying,
Come over here.
Mr. Hyam Levy doesn't live here.
Excuse me, do you have
He works
syphilis?
in a butcher's near Aldgate, but I don't know exactly where.
Rockface.
But if you find him, he will surely
That's
live
my
next
son,
door.
Rockface.
Butchers always live near their work.
Could you possibly give him a message on my behalf?
I don't see him often, and well, even though we know him,
What?
we aren't
Are the
on
kids
friendly
back?
terms,
What's all the
you see?
opening and
Is
closing
he
doors?
bothering you, Mommy?
No, Simon, not at all.
That's a handsome boy you
Oh,
have.
that girl's
It's
face.
strange that he has light hair.
He takes after his father. Strong, with light hair.
Wait, he sounds familiar to me. A man of about 50 years old, very big, at least 6 feet tall, and left-handed, correct?
You are mistaken yet again. My husband is only 32 years old, no taller than 5'3", and he's right-handed.
That's the
Obviously,
killer.
there are many Levies in the area. I will leave you, and I pray that you'll excuse
Is your
the
name
disturbance.
Phyllis?
Perhaps we will have the pleasure of meeting again. Farewell, Mom.
Fight me,
Goodbye,
kid.
sir.
Too bad Watson wasn't here to shove his gun in that kid's face. Show the kid who's boss. I think that's the killer right there.
Daddy!
Hi. Get out of here, Rockface.
I must return to Baker
You're
Street.
my least favorite of my 3 kids.
Let's go to Baker Street.
We found the killer, I guess, and stuff. Hang on, I meant to do this earlier. Tink. Slight adjustment of audio due to OCD of audio levels being perfect. Shrimpy, thank you for the host. Shrimpy, you were playing
Well,
Yakuza,
Watson,
right?
not looking so good.
Did you get the whole
Whose
game?
fault is that, Holmes? If you hadn't shown me your masterpiece in clay.
Some actions
Watson's
have
still
much
recovering
larger
from that,
repercussions than
from
would be
looking at
assumed
clay.
first glance. Listen, Watson. In a few minutes, I will leave Baker Street in
You
order
got the whole
to meet
game
Jack
too,
the
just like
Ripper
Natural Dave.
and put an
Okay,
end
sorry,
to
be
his
quiet.
crimes. Beforehand, I want to go over all our discoveries to assure
think we're at the
myself
end of the
everything
game.
is clear.
Jack the Ripper? You know the identity of Jack the Ripper?
Don't
Without
cock your
a
head
shadow
like
of
that,
a doubt,
Watson, please.
And I assure you that we are in possession of all the elements required.
Watson's
to
just been
determine who
stewing.
Jack the
Okay, be
Ripper is.
quiet. We're
Would you
actually
like to do
we're
this
finishing
work
the
with me?
game now. Be quiet. Hey, Age. Oh, you played the Fist of the North Star demo?
Well, we are still
Oh,
missing
man, I wanna
certain
play that
information
game.
in order to finish this investigation.
Oh, that has a
Watson.
demo? Oh, Dave, you gotta play that too. Hey, the potato. Yeah, I want to play that game. I forgot about that game. That Fist of the North Star game. Okay. MJ Kelly had her throat. So these are all our clues of things we've gone over in the past from... It's hard to explain. But we're putting it all together here. All the clues lead to these other things, and we gotta get them right or something. Okay, so I think we start with this. I accidentally clicked this before, right? So I think we have to pick the right one here. So here we either have Jack the Ripper offered a gift to each of his victims before killing them. Could be. Jack the Ripper diverted the attention of his victims before killing them. Probably not. The victims knew each other and had things in common. I would think it's the gift thing. Okay, which ties into this, which is the Whitechapel killer proceeded in the same way. This is the end of the game, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. An hour-long explanation, maybe at the end, Dave. Hey, T-shirt wizard. Get on top of Watson, huh? Hey, whatever works for you, pal. Whatever works for you. The Whitechapel killer proceeded in the same way. The Whitechapel killer must have been accompanied. The Whitechapel killer extorted his victims. I don't know. Proceeded in the same way? I don't know. Then this goes into, it is not the same man who killed P. Knuckles and Chapman. It's the same man who killed P. Knuckles and Chapman. The Whitechapel killer has an accomplice. I don't think he has an accomplice. Could it be that he has an accomplice? Wait, maybe he does. I'll say it's the same man who killed them. Because this also mentions an accomplice. Does this mention anything about an accomplice? I don't think he had an accomplice. I think they're just trying to confuse us. Okay. Next one. It's the same man who killed Stride and Eddowes. These are the dead people. This also says Jack the Ripper has an accomplice. I think it's the same man who killed Stride and Eddowes. I don't know. Jack the Ripper possesses great physical force. He's a corpulent man. He's a tall man. Well, I gotta look up corpulent. I don't know what corpulent means. What am I, some kind of human dictionary? No, I'm a puzzler. I'm a detective. We have dictionaries we put in our front right pocket. Front right pocket. Corpulent is fat, chubby, fat, obese, overweight, plump, portly, stout, chubby, paunchy, beer-bellied, heavy, bulky, chunky, well-upholstered, well-padded, well-covered, meaty, fleshy, rotund, broad in the beam. Oh, man, yeah. Ever since I had a kid, I've become very well-upholstered, if you know what I mean. And broad. I've become a little broad in the beam. I need a Japanese PSN account. I'll just wait for the game to come out. Corpulent's fat. Well, it also means broad in the beam, guys. And well-upholstered. I'm going to say he possesses great physical force. None of these are green. I don't know if that matters. They're all purple. Let's look at help. You must make conclusions. All the conclusions from the right have a green outline. Your deduction will be over. That doesn't help because this is a different situation than the other one. Jack the Ripper had an accomplice. Jack the Ripper could not have committed these 5 murders. Jack the Ripper definitely killed them all. I guess that wasn't right. Should we try the ones that he had an accomplice? Jack the Ripper diverted the attention of his victims before killing him. Oh, nice. Buzzwiz. We got them all. And then the other things happened to all be right. He diverted the attention. That was the only thing that was wrong. Thank God. Okay, next one. There's 5 of these guys. But hopefully that was the biggest one. And we used the Puzz Force to get that one right. Alright, so we got all these old clues. The same butcher's knife was used in the crimes against all the ladies. The murderer knew anatomy. The knife blade used in... Right. This is all old stuff. The murderer has a knowledge of anatomy, which leads to... The killer is a scientist. No, I mean a butcher. Yes, green. Go. Go! Hey, Sparkly. How's it going? Sparkly Waffler. What's up? Oh, okay. Put this here. It makes it think like you're supposed to put these in the right place, but you're not. They just go automatically. Okay, you're only supposed to solve these ones at the end. So this says, many of MJ Kelly's organs were detached. Lungs were subject to incisions. Liver and lungs underwent small incisions, which means he hesitated on the organs to remove. He wanted to verify the health of his victims? Yeah, because he was doing weird stuff like, I think he was eating the organs. MJ Kelly's heart was removed the same way as the other murders. Uterus was removed and taken. Kidney and uterus were removed. The victims had a deformity. Jack the Ripper removed the victim's organs when he could. Okay, it was that one. Alright. This is easier than I thought. But I still don't really know who the murderer would be. I think I would need like a multiple choice. What about Chip the Ripper? Well, it could be Chip. Could be someone named Chip. Have I thought about playing Hunt Showdown? I don't even know what that is. What is that? It's only 8:30 p.m. Not where I am. Where I am, it's 11:29 p.m. The murderer stole Chapman's rings. Annie Chapman's rings were worthless, so why would he do that? The murderer searched A. Chapman. The murderer searched C. Eddowes. He was looking for money or objects of value. He was looking for something that the victim stole from him. He was setting up a ritual around the bodies. Boom! I think it's a ritual. He's a fetishist. Oh. He's a trophies. No. He's poor. No. I would say he's a fetishist? Maybe it's not setting up a ritual. He was looking for money or objects of value. That's green. He collects trophies. He's a fetishist. He's poor? Oh, he's poor. Oh, he's poor too. I wonder if it was that Jewish guy. Maybe it is the Jewish guy. And he was committing murders because of being Jewish. And we just found out that he's right-handed. That one's an easy one. It's a school night death. You go to bed. Oh, it's like Death by Daylight. Oh, yeah, sounds cool. I just never really play games like that. I don't know. I don't... I think if I remember, I'll try to look it up. A piece of C. Eddowes' white apron was cut out. C. Eddowes' piece of apron was found in Goulston Street near the message accusing the Jews. I'll check it out, Cole. On your recommendation. We should play Hunt Showdown? Alright, I'll check it out. On Cole's recommendation. Piece of Eddowes' apron was cut out. Her apron was found in Goulston Street. The Whitechapel killer left a message accusing the Jews in Goulston Street. Ooh, we're on the 5th one. Jack the Ripper wants to accuse someone who lives in Goulston. Jack the Ripper has a score to settle with the Jewish community. Jack the Ripper wants to put the police on the wrong track. I think it's score to settle with Jewish community. It is. So I think it is the Jewish guy, and he's mad at the other Jewish guys because the Jewish guy mentioned how the other Jewish guys are such assholes. Everyone was deformed. Jack the Ripper wanted to give his victims the appearance of syphilis. Bang! Green. Jack the Ripper wants us to compare him to a terminal illness. Jack the Ripper seems like he suffers from syphilis. That's what I think. Oh, it was wrong. Jack the Ripper was confronted with syphilis? What does that mean?
Perfect, Watson.
He was confronted with syphilis?
Let's determine who Jack the Ripper is, Watson.
What does that mean? Ah, now I think we're at the end of the game. Let's save again. I don't know why we need to save. Well, we just did all that crap. So let's determine who Jack the Ripper is now? How? Conclusions? How? Here? Watson.
There is nothing more to do here.
How do I do it? Let's figure out who it is. Okay. Where do we have to go to do that, Sherlock? Oh, this board? This is new.
Thus, we have 5 suspects.
Oh,
let's add the elements
this is
that
the
correspond
end.
to each of them.
It's demon hunting with PvP. Ah, it sounds cool. Never really play that stuff, though. I just don't really play PvP stuff. Unless it's like MMOs. So final deduction, this is it. Okay, let me move myself on the screen. So maybe so you guys can see better. I don't know, I'll go over here. Okay. Final deduction. Determine who Jack the Ripper is. We got Tumblety. I don't think it's Tumblety. We got James Hardiman, Beep Beep guy. We got Walter Sickert. Oh, that's that random dude at the prostitute house who left town. We got Jacob Levy, who is the guy we saw returning to the house with Rockface, who gave his kid syphilis or something. Then we have Abraham Solomonovich. It's got to be Abraham Solomonovich. I think it's Abraham Solomonovich. And he was eating the parts of his victims. So there's clues down here that say Jack the Ripper is right-handed. This says Jack the Ripper was confronted with syphilis. The Whitechapel killer is poor. The Whitechapel killer is or was a butcher. Jack the Ripper has a score to settle with the Jewish community. Jack the Ripper possesses great physical force. Oh crap, there's a lot of this stuff. Jack the Ripper is right. How does this work? In this final deduction, you must determine... Oh. He wrestled syphilis in a cage match and was confronted. Time to de-deuce the killer. Yeah, more like de-deuce the killer t-shirt. That's what I'm saying. That's what you said. And I repeat it. The 5 principal suspects in the case are represented at the top of the screen by an icon showing their faces. Guys, throw out your guesses now. On the left, you have cards showing Jack the Ripper's features. You must assign the... God damn it. Why does that happen? You must assign the features that seem to correspond to the suspects by placing them under their images. The suspects can have between 1 and 10 cards each. To move a card... Oh, I see. Oh, I gotta... Okay. This is going to be a little annoying. But okay. To move a card, click on it. Okay, so we have to assign these cards to the correct suspect. And figure out who has all of them. A feature correctly placed is identified by a green color. Okay, it won't be that bad. An incorrectly assigned card is surrounded by red. To solve the puzzle, you should only have the correct cards. Once all the cards are assigned, you win. You must place the face of Jack the Ripper on the mannequin on the left. Okay. Actually, it won't be that bad, because look, we can just do this. Look, it's easy. We don't have to go through all the clues. So let's make our guess. I think it's Abraham Solomonovich. But, oh, this makes it seem like it's Jacob Levy, the obvious one. The murderer has light-colored hair and mustache. Well, Jacob Levy has that. Does he have it? Does he? Does he? Why do they make it this easy to do the final deduction? Jack the Ripper's confronted with syphilis. Well, we know all these guys had that. We know James Hardiman had syphilis, baby. Okay, this is easy. He was poor. He was poor. He's poor. He's not poor. He's not poor either. Are you poor? He's poor. It's looking like it's Jacob Levy, guys. It's gotta be Abraham, right? But they're making us think it's Jacob Levy. The Whitechapel killer was or is a butcher? Oh, crap. I guess it's Jacob Levy. Abraham was a butcher. I think it's Abraham. He's a butcher. Why are his cards... Why are this guy's cards like this, but this guy's cards are all splayed out? These guys are not butchers. It's definitely not these two jerk-offs. Excuse my language. Sorry. Jack the Ripper has a score to settle with the Jewish community. These cards are placed all... Is it where I place them? What the hell's going on with these cards? Do you have a score to settle? Oh, not there. He's got a score to settle. Oh, okay. He possesses great physical force. Jack, he does. Solomonovich doesn't. Oh, I guess it's Levy. That guy does. I actually like how easy this is. He lives in the ward of Aldgate. Alright, I'm thinking it's Jacob Levy. Because we don't have to do that much work at the end of the night when everyone wants to go to bed. It's either Beep Beep or Jacob. Well, it's looking like Jacob. Murder has workman's clothes. Well, he does. He does. He does. Oh, he doesn't? Okay. Jack the Ripper lives in the ward of Aldgate. Oh, I think that's all of them. I think we went around. Well, I mean, will these stay if I, like, go save the game? Let's save. I mean, it's easy enough to put them back, but it should stay. Most puzzles in this game stay when you exit.
Thus, we have 5 suspects. Let's add the elements that correspond to each of them.
Yeah, Jacob has the most evidence, but I still think it's not going to be this guy, but let's just see what happens if we choose this guy. Retro Game Center, thank you for the host. How's it going? How you doing? I missed one? Which one? No, it looks like we got them all. I think we got them all. Which one? Jacob was confronted with syphilis? Jacob... Syphilis. Oh, I did? Okay, thanks. Okay, well, I guess it's Jacob Levy. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised because this game is... Like, I feel like it's a little weak, so it just is the obvious person. The person that you have not encountered in the entire game at all. Is that it? It's Jacob Levy? Alright. But it's probably Abraham.
And there you go, Watson.
We're going to blame it on Watson.
Jack the Ripper.
Fantastic, Holmes. And terrifying. But some aspects of this case are still unclear.
Okay, get ready for an hour.
For example, Watson?
Why does the man only kill prostitutes?
The man kills prostitutes because he blames them for the misery of his life. He must have frequented them assiduously, and during these nocturnal visits, he contracted syphilis, which he passed on to his spouse, and via her, at least one of his children.
I think we got it.
He is an angry man in despair following a mistake that cannot be fixed.
Why does he only kill such miserable prostitutes?
He never had the means to afford prostitutes of higher standing than Nichols, Chapman and the others. At one point in his life he was forced to steal to make ends meet. This indiscretion cost him dearly. He was imprisoned and exiled from his community. He had frequented low-class prostitutes, thus it was they who infected him and they who must pay.
Okay, so it wasn't like a
Why
weird
did
twist.
He remove the organs?
It's like just
to take vengeance on his
the
own
obvious
community,
guy.
which rejected him and had more success than he. He is a
Maybe.
man who bore the burden of a sinister reputation, that of a thief and a madman, because of his internment. So he took his vengeance in the most cowardly and horrific manner.
He was mad at Jews
He
because of
rubbed
the
his
kosher
knife on
thing.
the uterus of a sick prostitute before using it. He passed Edow's kidney off as a veal kidney.
A veal kidney. Oh.
Why did he disfigure the faces
He
of
tried
the
to
last two
feed the
victims?
organs to the Jewish
Revenge
people.
yet again, Watson. This is what
Oh.
you did to my child.
No one
You
wants to
will
see that
suffer
again.
the same fate.
Got it, yeah. You did that to my child. You gave
And
me
the piece of
syphilis, so
apron
I
and the
attacked you.
message at Goulston Street?
Okay.
The only reason to have placed the piece of apron incriminating the message and attracting attention towards himself is that the people that Levy holds responsible for his arrest live in this building. The butcher's where he committed the theft is found in Goulston Street, and the majority of the butchers who denounced him surely live close to their workplaces.
But where...
But finally,
Who?
Holmes,
What's my name?
why didn't his wife or anyone else notice anything?
Holmes, do you
His
mind
wife
if I
has
let
many
out a
children
fart?
and must be very busy. The man is a butcher, which must facilitate things when one is questioned by the police in the street and must justify the bloodstains on oneself.
Holmes, I have to go
butchers
pee.
often work during the night as the meat must be sold fresh each morning. His nocturnal absences were easily justifiable. Finally, he works in the butchers or slaughterhouses. Nothing could be more simple than slipping a kidney in here and using a knife oiled with human blood there.
Quite easy.
This story is frightful, Holmes.
Indeed, Watson. Lies, infidelity, venereal disease, murder, mutilation, and finally cannibalism.
Quite dark.
A complete anthology of what humans at their most vile are capable.
Let's go at once
There's
to
a bad
Whitechapel
guy.
and put this madman where he can do no more harm, Holmes.
Let's, Watson.
Okay, sure. We gotta catch him now. So I guess that was correct. I kept thinking it was going to be wrong, but I'm assuming it was actually right. It's just like the game. It's weird because the whole game I feel like we were doing other things. There's a guy sleeping in the street. I feel like we were doing a bunch of stuff that had not much to do with. Hey, what's this guy doing here?
Hot tater, sir. No worms, and that's my guarantee.
No worms. No worms or your money back. Whoops. Back this way. Watson chasing, that would be great. Maybe.
I do
Oh,
believe
that's
we are
why
not
he wanted the
alone.
men.
I hope these men won't prevent us from passing.
Because we gotta catch
Me?
this guy
No,
with the men.
But you, yes, Watson. Your journey ends here tonight.
Pardon?
You're sometimes
I'm
a
going to
little
kill you.
hot-headed. Moreover, Mr. Solomonovich has a few things to tell you. I won't be long.
You can come in, Mr. Holmes.
Huh?
He's waiting for you inside. Everything was organized according to your instructions. I don't know how to thank you.
Later. Dr. Watson is awaiting an explanation from you.
Oh, rock face. It's this guy. That's the guy. Confronting Jack the Reaper. What are you saying? What's the twist? There's gonna be a twist in this game. What if it's just a bug? It's not meant to be a whisper scene. There's just supposed to be voices playing, but there aren't. What is he explaining to Watson? What's he saying to this guy? He's gonna kill him! Oh no, he moved away. You disgust me. I need to move back. Come and attack me in hand-to-hand combat. Oh. What the hell? Doing Tai Chi? Oh, he's got a knife. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you... okay. He's a bit crazy. He's ready to kill. He's taunted by the murders. He's showing us. Sherlock is like, show us what you did. I want to know. Because I want to do it too. Continue what you did. Hey, Clint. This is weird. This is what he did to the girls. He took the heart, and then he ate it. He ate the heart. Yummy. Oh, he's doing an interpretive dance. Writing. And then he wrote on the wall, yeah. They're getting deep at the end of this game. And now he's a mime. And then the last victim. He took out the kidney and then he fed it to some Jewish people. That was pretty screwed up, huh? And then another victim, he like did something with her boobs and stuff. Pretty messed up. And then, yeah, he just taking out all the organs. Alright, we got time to go, pal. We gotta go. Alright, enough. Oh, he was imagining that. He's gone crazy. He's a real nutbag. And then I stole a pastille. That's the end of that. I'm gonna go play the violin again. Oh, what it is to be such a high intellect. I did it. I can't even play this thing.
Hello, Watson.
Holmes,
Watson.
have you the slightest idea what you are doing?
I gotta go to bed now.
I think so, Watson.
Leaving this bloodthirsty pervert at liberty and hiding his existence from the London police? What folly!
Certainly, the police will never find their man.
What?
But with so many men deployed, this affair will indirectly have a benevolent effect on the crime in the vicinity.
But Holmes, wait! Justice hasn't been served, and we are accomplices to the fact.
Justice? But I don't serve justice, Watson. I serve truth. And incidentally, I serve my country, and I don't think that I have ever served it better than today. Imagine if after months of terror and a murder as abominable as that of Miller's Court, we deliver to the English people a man of the Jewish faith, a journeyman and head of family as the guilty party.
That'd be bad.
A man who forced members of his own people to eat human flesh. All of this contained tension would have exploded in a myriad of anti-Semitic acts which would have thrown Whitechapel into a rage of fire and blood.
Ah, Sherlock is so smart. Don't freeze. We're trying to watch an ending here.
Family who are completely innocent and have suffered more than
I don't know what that was,
would have
Dark
been
Porter.
first in the line of
Some
sight.
sort of deep
Should we condemn
artistic
an entire
ending.
people to shame and promise them 1,000 wounds because one of their members committed an unmentionable crime? Neither I nor you have the right to do so. Jacob Levy, Jack the Ripper, is now in the hands of his own people.
And he shall
I have
be
complete faith in
judged
Mr.
as
Solonovich
such.
and the members of his community who, I remind you, courageously helped us. They took great risks and acted with the most salutary discretion. And, oh yes, it is understood that you cannot chronicle this investigation. It would be best to invent a story that takes
This
us
sucks.
far from
Watson's
London
so
during
mad.
the somber period, in pursuit of...
I hate this guy. I hate him, but I love him. He told him to write about a
Don't be
ghostly
ridiculous,
dog that
Holmes.
glows in the
But
night.
what will happen now? The police will endure a serious setback
Once
and a real
again,
loss of
Watson gets the
credibility.
short end of the
And-
stick.
And this man?
Well, a few months after the murders have ceased, the police commission, finding themselves at an impasse, will come up with a story to tell, and everyone will vow that they know the secret identity of the killer without having the right to reveal it. As for Jacob Levy, Jack the Ripper, he will be imprisoned by his own people. He will pace like a lion in its cage until the end of his days, haunted by his crimes and his insatiable vengeance, until finally the disease which drove him to kill those poor women will finish its work and make him its final victim.
Ooh. The murder of Mary Jane Kelly was Jack the Ripper's last crime. It is kind of cool how they set that up. Jacob Levy died of a general paralysis caused by syphilis. In the same year, 1891, the police filed away the case for good without explanation. But that's not true, right? For the general public, the mystery remained unsolved. So I like how they did that, actually, because that goes along with Jack the Ripper's shadow roams forever in Whitechapel's alleys. That goes along with how it actually happened, because they never knew who Jack the Ripper was. That was kind of cool. Overall, I would say that game had too much dumb side crap, but it was still fun to play, and it was interesting, and there was a weird interpretive murder dance at the end, and it had lots of fun Watson parts. And nice, we beat that game with pretty good timing. I don't think there's going to be anything else here, right, with credits? Yeah, well, yeah, he serves truth, not justice, Beard. You let the big fish go. Yeah, it goes with the history. It's kind of cool. I don't know what the next game is going to be. Thanks, classy fellow. Thanks, Age. So, my new schedule is I try to stream in the evening, so I'll try to stream again tomorrow night. Wednesday might be the day I take off if I take a day off. But I'll try to stream again tomorrow night. Try to stream Monday through Friday in the evening and then one weekend stream. I don't know what the next game is going to be. I haven't thought. I think I might want to play something that's not an adventure game. I probably will play a game or two before we start the next Sherlock game, which is Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Though the next Sherlock game, the graphics totally changed. The last 3 Sherlock games have had the same graphical, like the same models and stuff. But thanks for watching, guys. I guess I'll wait to see if there's something after the credits. There probably isn't, right? I just feel like there's going to be some... There's probably nothing. Okay. I play games other than adventure games. I used to, but then I guess we stopped. Yeah, we'll stream either something else tomorrow or Thursday. Probably tomorrow evening. But the weird thing about my schedule now is... the start time is after my daughter goes to bed. It's not like a set time. But I appreciate you guys hanging out today. It was a lot of fun. And thanks for the bits and subs and all that stuff. It really helps me out. Since, you know, the baby needs to eat, Mom. Yeah, we got a lot of games to play. We got a lot of stuff in the backlog to think about what's going to be tomorrow. But I guess that's it for the night, guys. Let's see if there's anyone else on. And also, thanks for the raids and everything and the hosts. Appreciate that. Bye, Obvious Bark. Good to see everybody tonight. Toodly toodly toot toot toodly toot toot toodly toot. Let's see. Who might be Ani on? Ani. Journey of Silius. That's the music I'm playing, hostage. Sherlock will return in the Avengers. Whoops, I missed that. That was after the credits, huh? I'm trying to find someone to host right now. Or raid, or whatever happens on Twitch. Alright. Cthulhu the Third is playing some Saturn games, so I'm gonna host him. Thank you guys again for watching. Zork, all the Zork games! Oh! I know I promised someone I'd play Juggernaut for PS1, but maybe I could start the Zork FMV games, or the Zork Adventure. Not the text ones. The CD games. Or I could play Capri or Robot City! Oh, it's Cthulhu. Go check out Cthulhu. Bye! Thanks for watching! Yeah, the Zork FMV games. Not the text ones. Bye, thank you.